6, it's Mix Brekkie.
I'm an interview first time.
I didn't know where you were going to go with that in a second. Is it weird not having Carl next to you?
Yeah. A little bit, but I love having Steffi with me as well because, you know, she's got a lot more power than Mars.
Yes.
Don't tell Carl.
Yes. No, secret safe with us.
Mix Brekkie for McDonald's Colac and Snap Fitness Colac. Mix FM.
G'day, Barry here from Colac. I've been with Roderick Insurance Brokers for over 10 years. They've always looked after our insurance, from the farm equipment and business to our home and cars. Give them a call so they can look after you too.
Roderick Insurance Brokers, right advice, right decision.
What makes you a local of the Great Southwest? You've dressed up and walked down Murray Street for the Kana Parade. You've ran a couple of laps of Botanical Gardens. And a Holmes pie is the only pie you love. Holmes, the best in the West. Murray Street, Colac. For welding you can trust and steelwork built to last, call Leslie Maintenance and Pipe Fitting in Colac. Pipelines, structural steel on-site installs. Built strong, built local. See Trev and the team at 74 Bruce Street, Colac.
Ready to win $1,000 in cash?
Yes, please!
Simply purchase a $5 ticket to win big with Richardson Real Estate. Jump on the Facebook page or pop into the office on Murray Street. All proceeds go directly to Let's Talk Colac's Walk the Walk event, supporting mental health initiatives in our community. Don't miss your shot at $1,000 in cash. Grab your $5 raffle ticket today from Richardson Real Estate. You could be the lucky winner.
Big news, Colac. Bridgestone has arrived. Central Tyre and Auto is now your local Bridgestone service centre. Get unbeatable prices on Bridgestone and Firestone tyres. To celebrate, score a $50 wheel alignment when you buy 4 new tyres. That's over $50 in savings. Plus, there's more. Until the end of the month, get your 4th tyre free on selected Bridgestone passenger tyres. Huge savings, trusted service. Only at Central Tyre and Auto. Colac's new Bridgestone Service Centre on Jellybrand Street.
Your club delivers on the field. Think Water Colac delivers water solutions. Serving the Southwest for over 25 years. Irrigation and filtration systems to pumps and rainwater tanks. And your local experts in solar pump systems. Think Water Colac. They do water well.
With the footy and netball season here, the Colac RSL is your spot for post-game catch-ups. Grab a cold drink, enjoy delicious food and celebrate and commiserate with mates. If you're cheering from the sidelines or playing on the court or field, wind down at the Colac RSL.
Get more grunt for your money at Swain & McCabe Colac with the popular Deutz-Fahr Agro Farm 5 GS series of tractors from 97 to 126 horsepower. Right now, when you buy a Deutz-Fahr Agro Farm 5 GS tractor, you'll get a free stall loader and bucket worth $8,000. But hurry, only available until September 30, all while stocks last. Don't miss out. Visit Swain & McCabe Colac today.
Discover a smarter, faster, greener way to build with Echidna Built, a new standard in modular construction. Eco-friendly, high-quality modular buildings, tailored solutions for modern living and working. Perfect for expanding your home or growing your business. Design options range from 1 and 2 bedroom second dwellings or 2, 3 and 4 bedroom homes. Crafted with meticulous detail, every module blends modern aesthetics with sustainable practices. echidnabuilt.com.au, part of the CMTP Group.
Sports Power Colac are proud supporters of local footy and netball. Good luck to the CDFNL clubs and the Colac Tigers on the road to Premiership glory. If you need to restock the kit, see the team at Sports Power Colac, your local finals experts.
Thanks to Echidna Built. It's the Pregame Show on CDFNL Live.
Yeah, welcome back to the Pregame Show here on Mix FM. Bit of cough. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Bit of pastry in the back of the throat. It is grand final day. It's back to regular programming. We've had some great special guests to kick things off. We thank Khan Beckett, Belinda, David Drayton, and Mick Paddock for being such great sports, especially Mick.
Oh, yeah.
But he knew what he was coming in for. I did preempt him, though. But David didn't.
No, that's right.
And he was taken back a little bit, but fantastic to have those guys on. It's time now for our regular segments, and it is Saturday, so it's time now for the Saturday yarn for the final time in 2025.
Yes, indeed. Question 1, Pete Mulheron. Last year it was Sam Torpey who stood up and played a game for the ages. Dean Felikos in 2023, Matt Garner in 2022, and so on. Who will today's grand final hero be and why?
Well, this is a tough question, but so if I look at from both sides, I'd say for Imperials, it'll need to be Brodie Stevens because Lincoln Dare is going to be a handful for Imperials, a real problem. So we need Brodie to play the game of his life today. And on the Alvie side, I think it might be the latecomer in Glenn Strawn might be the player that we haven't seen a lot of, and maybe he could jump up and play the game of his CDFL career today. So I'm putting one from each side, and they're the two that I'm putting on the board today.
Maxie?
I'm not big on Strawny playing today, but he'll go all right. Again, it's just against a little bit of my morals of local footy, but I'm looking forward to him playing a good game. I reckon... Sam Torby was left field last year, wasn't he? He was an all right player, but he played a wonderful grand final. So I'm looking at these sort of players, and I sort of look at a Jensen Monahan. He's sort of, every time I've watched him play, he's got better and better, and I just feel like today he could have one of those games just off the wing. He's a very football brain person, so I feel like he could have that day. But I could also see a Darren Jarman-like 97 performance. Scores are pretty close in the final quarter, and Bailey Scott just kicks 5 goals in the last quarter and goes nuts and becomes the hero of the grand final. So in that aspect, you can sort of see someone as star as him performing today.
At their best.
Yeah.
Drewy?
For me, personally, I think for the Imperials, it's Campbell Scott, Bailey's brother, of course. We know how much he would have been kicking himself for missing that 23 grand final with a pretty unfortunate injury. We know he's had a very, very tough time with injury. In the second half last week, we just got a nice little entree what he's capable of. It's impossible to forgive that he's a dual grade medalist as well.
That's right.
I think he's the only one to do so in the last 15 years. So yeah, I think he's going to hold a massive impact. I think the stage is perfectly set for him today. And from the LB point of view, well, it's pretty. I think Eamon Spence, where he's been teasing a little bit. He's only kicked 9 goals this year. We don't know what he's capable of doing. Obviously he's a match winner at times, but at times in and out of the game, sometimes he can do a little bit of damage. So I reckon for one of left field, I think Eamon Spence there. You can't have Dom, you can't have Jesse Williamson, you can't have Lincoln Dare starring today. I reckon Eamon Spence is due for a big one today.
All right, question 2, Pete. What's the one football statement that is your hill that you're willing to die on?
I think bad kicking is bad football. It's we've seen it time and time again. When you have your little period of dominance in a game, you've really got to make a team hurt on the scoreboard. And we even seen it last week where Lorne, had that period of dominance early in the game, but only put 3 goals on the board. Now, if they had been 6 goals, a whole different mindset. If all of a sudden, you're coming from 6 goals down, so. I think that's one thing that stands true through the test of time. If you're not going to make the most of your opportunities, it'll come back and haunt you later in the game.
Maxie?
Scoreboard doesn't have to be even, so free kick counts don't have to be either. You can have a free kick count of 40-10, and that could be perfectly fine with me. That's how the game rolls. Doesn't have to be even. There's no square ups, anything like that. So free kick counts do not have to be even. Drew?
Mine's actually same with Pete. Bad kicking is bad football. Like we see it at Alvie in the preliminary final last year, kicked 1 goal 10 or something at one stage, and he'd come back to bite him today. I looked at the ground today. There's actually quite a strong breeze, so you need to take your opportunity. So I reckon I'm not going to make this call early here. I reckon one side will lose the game due to bad kicking for goal.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that one. Question 3, Pete. Would you like to see a Champions League for local footy teams who have won the 2025 Premierships to play off against each other later this year or early next year with a big cash prize on offer? You'd have to call the winner of that the Premier of Victoria. We'll take it off Jacinta Allen. What do you reckon, Pete?
I don't think Jacinta's got any money to give. Was a really good concept this year, and I think maybe they put a bit of money into that under-23 interleague competition, but that's where I'd sit on the club championship.
Maxie?
Yeah, I like the idea. I think you're right, Pete. If you do it the following year, it probably won't work as much because local footy clubs turn over a lot, so that it would have to almost be weeks after the season's finished, and you probably want it to be as close as you can. I reckon there used to be one at the start of the year, a little mini carnival. I can remember Bell Park being involved in it. But I think it would be good. You could potentially do it as a pre-curtain raiser to the AFL Grand Final, couldn't you?
Could,
in some sort of capacity. You could play it I can't play it at Punt Road now because that joint's just all messed up and ready to rebuild. But it could be something that they could potentially do if they're going to do a pre-Grand Final bye, which I think's coming. So... yeah, something like that could work in that favour.
Will we
you have to nominate your club, though.
Will we see the seasons of a lot of these leagues push back a week if there's a pre-season bye?
Yes, because I feel like that. It will most likely still be this week, won't it? It would just be the season. So last week would have been the AFL preliminary finals. This week is and I'd reckon a lot of grand finals will be played today, and that'd be great. I feel like that's one of the great ideas. But also I still like the idea of that pre-finals bye, giving some air to your local footy. So then that's majority of the local footy. They get 2 games on the weekend, so that gives it a lot more area. Drew?
Yeah, I totally agree with Max. I think there's here that's definitely happening next year. The bye week before the AFL Grand Final. I was actually talking this to Carl Witchcombe, the IMS president, before. We were talking about this before, and given what happened to Tom Stewart last night, I think it's a really good opportunity for a lot of these leagues to play, because there's nothing to do in Melbourne, because you've got the VFL Grand Final on this weekend, you've got the Coates-Taylor League Boys Grand Final play just about to start very shortly as well. A lot of the AFLW games are involved there too. I think it'd be a great idea for get as many grand finals as you possibly can. I think Ballarat's is today, I believe, as well. You had the Warrnambool District League Grand Final last week. Henry League normally today, but it's been pushed back to the public holiday next Friday down at the Reed, and the GFL at GMHBA, of course, as well. So I think this is a perfect opportunity in that week of time just to play your local grand finals, because it just takes their minds off for those. The teams people that barrack for in the AFL, just takes their minds off a little bit there for the day.
I heard before you go to the next question, AJ, I heard a little sneaky rumour that there could be a potential AFLW gather round, maybe not next year but the year after, Geelong-based, which could see games here.
Big news.
There's your little exclusive for you, Pete.
What time of year?
Well, when the AFLW play. Now.
Well, now.
Yeah,
but,
so it'd be
during footy season or after?
I don't know. This is just only very small discussions. Your mate Steve Hawking's on the forefront of it, so there you go, Pete.
Okay.
Question.
It'll be a mess then.
Oh, Jesus. Pete's gone back.
Not really. He demised the Richmond dynasty, so
Pete, you've
that wasn't a
absolutely
mess.
thrown me there, mate.
Do you want me to stand in the battle of both of you? Ever given us Max's last call?
Question 4, Pete. The year is 2035, so you're happily retired, no stress in your life. You're going great guns.
Be 96.
We're about to broadcast our 20th Grand Final on Mix FM. What will the CDFNL look like then, in your opinion?
I hope it'll look a lot like it does today. I mean, there's nothing wrong with tradition. I think a 10-team competition is a perfect number. 18 rounds in the year, play everybody twice. We have an independent ground for all our finals. I hope the junior competition maybe has a little bit more numbers through it, but I see the CDFL, similar to what I see it now. Maybe I haven't got any vision, but I'm not sure where you can alter it too much.
Any sort of push for no tackling or anything like that?
Oh, no, I don't think you'll. Footy's footy. You've got to keep the fabric of the game, and it's a contact sport, always be a contact sport. Yep. So there's some risk attached to playing a contact sport. I think if it's played within the rules, that's all you can ask for, and it's no different to driving a car. There's some risk attached to driving a car, and
there's risk in life.
Yeah, there's risk in life. So you can't take the entire risk out of a contact sport. So as long as it's done within the rules, and but I think take tackling out of the game ruins the fabric of the game.
Yeah.
Maxie?
Pete, you were chairman this time 10 years ago. Simpson and Uriah. Has things changed since then? Football looks the same in the CDFNL.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It hasn't changed a lot because it's the basics of football are the basics of football. We're not professionals. Some of these blokes train one night a week. Yeah. They turn up for pre-season 3 weeks before it starts. They just go out and play the game of football at its purest, not the coached and sort of product that we see through AFL on TV. This is probably
pure football.
Pure football.
That's why I love local footy. It's the pure football game. It's not the hybrid the AFL have done. I only say that because in 10 years' time, I still find it amazing through this whole tenure, and every time we've had a worry, every time we've had, this club's struggling.
Yep.
They've worked through it.
Yep.
They've worked through it. Oh, this club's struggling with juniors. South Colac.
Yep.
Didn't have any juniors. They've now completed Premiers champions in their middle tier juniors 2 years in a row now. So in 10 years' time, hopefully there's still 10 sides. I can still see 10 sides. Probably realistically, if I'm a realism, I feel like there might be a couple of struggles just with population-wise.
Yep.
That might be the barrier. We might see a couple of mergers. But I can still see problems emerging, solved, and we still got 10 sides running around. And 2023, Otway Districts are aiming to win their second premiership in a row, and they're playing the Western Eagles.
35, Drew.
Totally agree with both people there, I reckon.
All right, sounds good.
Sorry, I forgot the names.
Both people, we're people now.
Forgot our names.
You two.
Final question. Maxie, I won't be asking you this one for obvious reasons. Today is Maxie's final call for CDFNL Live. His CDFNL Live last dance. What's something you remember him for, Pete?
Oh, that top five.
Yeah.
Top five and his obsession with Richmond. They're in his brain. No, look, I'll remember Maxie as probably the greatest promoter a one-man promoter of the CDFNL that in my lifetime that's really put his heart and soul into it and really driven this to probably something that people didn't quite understand at the beginning to now to something that people have grabbed hold of and enjoy the promotion, the social media, all that sort of stuff. But probably mainly that top five.
Drewy? Yeah, well, I've been calling Max with Max since 2011.
Yeah.
2011 there, and he's given me the opportunity to call with him for 14 years, of course, as well. We've called some great games together. And I think Pete hit the nail on the head. I reckon the coverage in this league is probably as good as it's ever when we first started this. So, we're certainly going to miss him. I'll say a bit more later before we go off here today. But I think if it wasn't for Max, I reckon the coverage in this league wouldn't be as good as what it is now. So that's in my opinion.
He's a great promoter, isn't he?
It's really hard to say good things, nice things about Max. But
that's why AJ's asking. I'm very humble for what you said, but I still think the reason why I can do that is because of you guys too.
Yeah, that's true.
If we were a bunch of stiff necks and we were ABC type commentators that today we're at the Central Reserve, this player kicks it to here. Don't laugh at me, Peter. Yeah. It just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. And I think the CDFNL, I know that it's not the AFL. I know it's a district league. I know it's bottom tier football. And I take the mickey out of it a little bit, but I've made it, I've tried to make it the AFL and Colac. And I think sometimes you walk down Murray Street and the conversations of football would be about the CDFNL. And I'm hoping in some capacity I've helped clubs recruit players because of what we've been able to do here. That's been my goal. And I talk to people in Geelong like, I went and played there because, the coverage and all that is great. So there's not too many district leagues that have actual commercial radio backing, and so that's been a big thing about it. So
it's been a great promotion. Like for my time as the chair when it.
Pete, I still remember you shaking your head when we had this conversation with you, Lee Hartman and Nick. You were like, "What? Why do you want us on the radio?"
What the hell are we going on about?
That was sort of my attitude. I thought, well why would somebody want to take the time to cover a little league like this? But as a person in those days where I was home milking the cows and tune in on the radio and suddenly realised what it was all about, because I was listening every week and it was keeping me up to date with what was happening in the senior footy around the grounds, results.
And Maxie, you were in Geelong a few weeks ago and Josh Norman came up to you and started talking to you. You didn't know who it was.
Yeah, he sold me some sneakers at Rebel and that was Greg Norman's son from Lawn.
Right.
So
okay.
Small world. Yeah. It's a small world.
Yeah. It's been really good. And after the break, I'm going to say my little goodbye speech, and I have a few drive-bys.
I had
a compliance training reminder yesterday about the things I could say today. But I've got something really nice to say. So I'm going to do actually my goodbye straight after breaking my top 5. So we'll take a break. We've got a quarter to go on the Rezzies, and then we've got the big dance. So we've got to fire through the next couple of segments. So stay tuned here. It is a big top 5. It's actually a top 24 today. So stay tuned here on Mix FM.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live. Weekday mornings from 6, it's Mix Brekkie.
I'm an interview first time.
I didn't know where you were going to go with that in a second. Is it weird not having Carl next year?
A little bit, but I love having Steph here with me as well because, you know, she's got a lot more power than Mars.
Yes.
Don't tell Carl.
No, secret safe with us.
Mix Brekkie for McDonald's Colac and Snap Fitness Colac. Mix FM.
G'day, Barry here from Colac. I've been with Roderick Insurance Brokers for over 10 years. They've always looked after our insurance, from the farm equipment and business to our home and cars. Give them a call so they can look after you too.
Roderick Insurance Brokers. Right advice, right decision.
What makes you a local of the Great Southwest? You've dressed up and walked down Murray Street for the Kana Parade. You've ran a couple of laps of botanical gardens. And a Holmes pie is the only pie you love. Holmes, the best in the West. Murray Street, Colac. For welding you can trust and steelwork built to last, call Leslie Maintenance and Pipe Fitting in Colac. Pipelines, structural steel on-site installs. Built strong, built local. See Trev and the team at 74 Bruce Street, Colac.
Ready to win $1,000 in cash?
Yes, please!
Simply purchase a $5 ticket to win big with Richardson Real Estate. Jump on the Facebook page or pop into the office on Murray Street. All proceeds go directly to Let's Talk Colac's Walk the Walk event, supporting mental health initiatives in our community. Don't miss your shot at $1,000 in cash. Grab your $5 raffle ticket today from Richardson Real Estate. You could be the lucky winner.
Big news, Colac. Bridgestone has arrived. Central Tyre and Auto is now your local Bridgestone service centre. Get unbeatable prices on Bridgestone and Firestone tyres. To celebrate, score a $50 wheel alignment when you buy 4 new tyres. That's over $50 in savings. Plus, there's more. Until the end of the month, get your 4th tyre free on selected Bridgestone passenger tyres. Huge savings, trusted service. Only at Central Tyre and Auto. Colac's new Bridgestone service centre on Jellybrand Street.
Your club delivers on the field. Think Water Colac delivers water solutions, serving the southwest for over 25 years. Irrigation and filtration systems to pumps and rainwater tanks, and your local experts in solar pump systems. Think Water Colac. They do water well.
With the footy and netball season here, the Colac RSL is your spot for post-game catch-ups. Grab a cold drink, enjoy delicious food, and celebrate and commiserate with mates. If you're cheering from the sidelines or playing on the court or field, wind down at the Colac RSL.
Get more grunt for your money at Swain & Cape Colac with the popular Deutz-Fahr Agro Farm 5 GS series of tractors from 97 to 126 horsepower. Right now, when you buy a Deutz-Fahr Agro Farm 5 GS tractor, you'll get a free stole loader and bucket worth $8,000. But hurry, only available until September 30, all while stocks last. Don't miss out. Visit Swain & Cape Colac today.
Discover a smarter, faster, greener way to build with Echidna Built, a new standard in modular construction. Eco-friendly, high-quality modular buildings, tailored solutions for modern living and working. Perfect for expanding your home or growing your business. Design options range from 1 and 2 bedroom second dwellings or 2, 3 and 4 bedroom homes. Crafted with meticulous detail, every module blends modern aesthetics with sustainable practices. echidnabuilt.com.au, part of the CMTP Group.
Sports Power Colac are proud supporters of local footy and netball. Good luck to the CDFNL clubs and the Colac Tigers on the road to Premiership glory. If you need to restock the kit, see the team at Sports Power Colac, your local finals experts.
Thanks to Echidna Built. It's the Pregame show on CDFNL Live.
Yeah, welcome back to CDFNL Live on Mix FM. It's grand final day. We're almost there. The last quarter of the Magoos are underway. Looks like Lorne are going to win that premiership.
Yeah, and the A-grade netball grand final is just about to get underway between Alvie and the Colac Imperials. Who wins, guys, and why?
Ibs.
Imps.
Yep,
Oh, yeah,
upset.
I'm thinking you're a Warrabeck.
Yeah.
They've been the form side all year.
Just Cats over the Bombers.
I'm going to Warrabeck to win by 5, and I'm did hear that Rachel Roger will be retiring after today. So one of the all-time greats of the Colac netball. So of course won the coached the girls to the 17 under Premiership undefeated, and they were won very well this morning. So one of the greats.
All right, it's time now for top 5.
It's Maxie's Top 5 on CDFNL Live.
I'm going to do something a little different because I want the post-game to be all about the Premiers. So I'm going to actually say my goodbye now.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you're lucky that I'm here because Geelong, if they lost last night, I was going to take another. But yeah, I like to thank the crew straight up from OCR FM who allowed me to kick this amazing journey off back in 2010. We were doing the Colac Tigers games, and then they didn't make the finals in 2010. So we did the CDFNL final series, and there was a lot of games at Illawarra that year, and that was when the Bombers bet the Saints by a point in the grand final. So on the back end of that, we decided to do the whole season the next year in 2011 and sort of steamrolled from there. And 2015, we entered the Mix FM race. So I'd like to thank also Warren Riches, who I sat with for my first couple of years calling the Colac Tigers. He was a really good caller, calm and collective, and really taught me a lot about calling. And likewise with Jeff Peel as well. Peel, he always listened in and gave me some feedback a lot. So Peely was definitely someone I took a lot of feedback from. I'd like to thank my good mate Cal Mead as well. So being on a community station, I had to at least have someone sitting next to me while I called these games. And big Cal from Cobden, he sat with me for the whole year, and he didn't give that much, but he at least gave me a break at times. So thank you to big Cal. Nick A, who gave me a nice little 5-minute pump-up prior to the broadcast today. With Lippy and Pilsy. So thank you to Nick, who took a huge punt on us and putting us on commercial radio station. The crew at Mix FM now and before, so our previous content creators in Cam Collins and Blake Escott, they were fantastic. And then currently Lippy has been super. He feedback all the time, Lippy, and pretty good at what he does. The crew who drop off the trailer every week, Jakey Rodder, the Big Show Twaits, he was a boundary rider a lot of these games and on grand final times, and Gary Ross as well. All the panellists, past and present. Amy, who's currently in the studio now, has done a wonderful job. It all started off with our man Jacob Hines, who used to bring women back to the, the studio.
You mentioned that, Maxie.
No, I did. Did you know he's a crocodile hunter now?
Oh, really?
He works at the zoo up at Whoop Whoop. Crocodile hunter, Heinzie.
Wow.
Remember he brings out the Sheilas to his crocodile beds there. Also all my full-time work for allowed me to have days off when I needed to do Sunday games and accommodation as well too. Kids, got to thank them as well. Partners, I've had a few in the time over the journey. I don't want to name them all because people ask me to do a top 5. But definitely Sarah, who's sitting behind me. Thank you to her. And you guys too, the crew. Peter, I got you, I think we were a bit worried about Hick. And then you came on board, you had to go to Japan, and then you haven't left us. So,
no, that's right.
So thank you. AJ, thank you, buddy. You've been awesome. Hick has been great as well too, and Julie, mate, I love you. I know sometimes we clash, but
it's a lot.
a few things I disagree with you, but that's just life. Everyone disagrees with everything as well. So thank you, Julie, and as I said, I really do wish that you leave CDFNL Live soon and become something bigger, because I know that it's in you. You'll call a Melbourne Cup one day for Channel 7 or
Channel 9. Yeah,
Channel 9, whoever's got the rights to it. One of my favourite shows, Pete, you love this show, Ted Lasso.
Yep.
He was quoted this in the last episode. I said, there's a saying, there isn't quite like a place like home, which is pretty true. But there really isn't a place quite like the CDFNL. So this week's top 5 is a top 24.
Top 24.
It's Max Blake's all CDFNL Livers team.
Ooh.
So I've made a whole team. So the back line, Peter Hickey, food connoisseur. Paul Dorey, social media comments.
Yes.
Bree Jones, Simpson volunteer. Now that's a good back line.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Your halfbacks, Jared Whitcomb from the Witzel Media.
Yep.
Yeah,
We did the record together for so long. Unbelievable. And I wish Jared all the best. Michael Harrison, Apollo Bay champ.
And he nearly squashed me while I was hugging him during the under-18.
Every time we did Apollo Bay games, they were the SHITEST. I think I spelled that right. Club, and getting their player numbers right, and I've notified them well. But whenever we started the game, we started cracking the sads about it. Harrow came over to give us the numbers. Your man, Pete, you love man, you love child, Michael Lim from AFL Barwon. He's on the half-back flank.
Did you hear the ode he gave on Wednesday night with the Marty medal?
We've got a copy of it down here.
So that's my half-back line. It's pretty good,
that's a pretty solid half-back line.
The centre line, Wilco.
Oh, yeah. Weatherman.
Yeah, the Weatherman. In the centre, I've got a dual centre because they're a husband and wife. Spud and Michelle Frentatirano.
Oh, yeah.
From Simpson. Did I say that last name right?
Ferrantaro.
And then Karen Parker on the other wing. The footy mum and a photographer.
Camera.
Yep. So that's a good centre line. The half-forward line, Peter Wardrop from the Birregurra timekeeper.
There we go.
Yeah.
And he used to give his stick about Collingwood and Geelong.
Yeah, no, he would be up and down on Pete. Centre half forward, your mate Pete, another one from Football Geelong, Lee Hartman.
Oh, the great Lee Hartman.
Performer.
Yeah, solid performer. Half forward line, our man Kev Murphy. Got to put him on the half forward flank. This is when it starts to get interesting.
Yeah,
forward line, forward pocket, one of the best. Second best goal celebrators of all time, Pete Mulheron.
Oh, yeah. I love a forward pocket, snooker goal.
Full forward, Mickey Royal.
Mickey.
And in the other forward pocket, the greatest goal celebrator of all time, Drew Simmons.
Oh, Drew,
There we go.
That's a good forward line. I reckon I get a bit out of that forward line.
I reckon he'd be running around the boundary, high-fiving everybody after
It's
his
pretty
goals.
funny because someone just walked in and he's in this team.
Oh, here we go.
Rux, Big H.
Yeah.
I had to have him. He's just a solid ruckman. He can ruck to 60. I tell you what, predictions at the start of the year, I predicted Alvie and Imps playing the grand final. I predicted Big H was going to make a comeback. What did he do?
He played one reserves game.
He made a comeback.
He did, yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, I'm on fire with the tip in this year. And the Rovers, Chrissy Dell from Illawarra BA.
Oh, Chris, yeah.
And Fran McMillan from the Western Eagles.
Superstar.
Me interchange, an extended bench. No subs, just extended benches.
Okay,
my Murray Street man that I'm going to finally reveal is Jesse Lucas.
Yeah, God rest his soul.
They used to give me all the rumours.
Yes.
And I used to run with them. Our first ever panel operator, Jacob Hines, the man who used to bring women back to his studio. He's the crocodile hunter.
Yes.
Emily McCosh.
Koshy.
Yep. Where's she at? She in Canada still?
No, heading to Canada.
We'll say that.
Oh, and the man, he's walking in the room. He must have felt a presence that he was coming in. But Ricky Hickey, he's in the studio. But he changed things up a little bit. He started the sweeps. He started the replays of the games. And
he turned on a bit of speed during the week in the dash for cash
didn't he?
preparation.
I was impressed.
I tell you what, who's faster? Ricky Hickey in the dash for cash or his old man when the fridge opens?
The pantry. More importantly, the pantry.
I had to put him on the bench, but I'm a little bit iffy. So if there was a sub, it would be AJ Brady.
Oh, no, I'll be on in the first 5, Pete. We reckon 45?
Definitely.
He'd be on the wing for a minute and the wind would blow him down.
When he comes on the ground, he'll provide stats for himself.
And of course, our current panel op, I had to put her in because she's currently keeping us on air.
And she'd
Amy.
take us off.
She would, yeah, she would. But she's been fantastic this year and absolute ripper. So that's the Max Blake CDFNL Livers team of 24 for the final top 5. Pete, did that
was good.
That was good. No, that's good. It's one of the few top 5s I've agreed with.
Because you're in it.
So, yeah, no. Job well done, Max. And, that was a great top 5.
All right, we better take a break and start to preview this big game that's all of a sudden it's going to be about 20-odd minutes away. There's only 5.5 to go in the Magoos. It's a 30-point lead to Lorne at the moment. So stay tuned on Mix FM. It is Alvie versus the Colac Imperials coming up live and exclusive and free on Mix FM.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live. Weekday mornings from 6, it's Mix Brekkie.
I'm an interview first time.
I didn't know where you were going to go with that in a second. Is it weird not having Carl next to you?
A little bit, but I love having Steffi with me as well because, you know, she's got a lot more power than Mars.
Yes.
Don't tell Carl.
No, secret safe with us.
Mix Brekkie for McDonald's Colac and Snap Fitness Colac. Mix FM.
G'day, Barry here from Colac. I've been with Roderick Insurance Brokers for over 10 years. They've always looked after our insurance, from the farm equipment and business to our home and cars. Give them a call so they can look after you too.
Roderick Insurance Brokers, right advice, right decision.
What makes you a local of the Great Southwest? You've dressed up and walked down Murray Street for the Kana Parade. You've ran a couple of laps of botanical gardens. And a Holmes pie is the only pie you love. Holmes, the best in the West. Murray Street, Colac. For welding you can trust and steel work built to last, call Leslie Maintenance and Pipe Fitting in Colac. Pipelines, structural steel on-site installs. Built strong, built local. See Trev and the team at 74 Bruce Street, Colac.
Ready to win $1,000 in cash?
Yes, please!
Simply purchase a $5 ticket to win big with Richardson Real Estate. Jump on the Facebook page or pop into the office on Murray Street. All proceeds go directly to Let's Talk Colac's Walk the Walk event, supporting mental health initiatives in our community. Don't miss your shot at $1,000 in cash. Grab your $5 raffle ticket today from Richardson Real Estate. You could be the lucky winner.
Big news, Colac. Bridgestone has arrived. Central Tyre and Auto is now your local Bridgestone service centre. Get unbeatable prices on Bridgestone and Firestone tyres. To celebrate, score a $50 wheel alignment when you buy 4 new tyres. That's over $50 in savings. Plus, there's more. Until the end of the month, get your 4th tyre free on selected Bridgestone passenger tyres. Huge savings, trusted service. Only at Central Tyre and Auto. Colac's new Bridgestone service centre on Jellybrand Street.
Your club delivers on the field. Think Water Colac delivers water solutions. Serving the southwest for over 25 years. Irrigation and filtration systems to pumps and rainwater tanks. And your local experts in solar pump systems. Think Water Colac. They do water well.
With the footy and netball season here, the Colac RSL is your spot for post-game catch-ups. Grab a cold drink, enjoy delicious food and celebrate and commiserate with mates. If you're cheering from the sidelines or playing on the court or field, wind down at the Colac RSL.
Get more grunt for your money at Swain & McCabe Colac with the popular Deutz-Fahr Agro Farm 5 GS series of tractors from 97 to 126 horsepower. Right now, when you buy a Deutz-Fahr Agro Farm 5 GS tractor, you'll get a free stole loader and bucket worth $8,000. But hurry, only available until September 30, all while stocks last. Don't miss out. Visit Swain & McCabe Colac today.
Discover a smarter, faster, greener way to build with Echidna Built, a new standard in modular construction. Eco-friendly, high-quality modular buildings, tailored solutions for modern living and working. Perfect for expanding your home or growing your business. Design options range from 1 and 2 bedroom second dwellings or 2, 3 and 4 bedroom homes. Crafted with meticulous detail, every module blends modern aesthetics with sustainable practices. echidnabuilt.com.au, part of the CMTP Group.
Sports Power Colac are proud supporters of local footy and netball. Good luck to the CDFNL clubs and the Colac Tigers on the road to Premiership glory. If you need to restock the kit, see the team at Sports Power Colac, your local finals experts.
Thanks to Echidna Built. It's the Pregame show on CDFNL Live.
Yeah, CDFNL Live final series broadcast, all thanks to the new Bridgestone Service Centre, Colac. It is grand final day 2025. Alvie versus the Colac Imperials. The winner to win the Premiership, Peters. As simple as that.
It is. And we see Lorne just kick a goal with 40 seconds to go, and they've got this reserves grand final wrapped up now, leading 65-29.
Still call it the old premiers and champions if you go undefeated?
Yeah, well, it is. It doesn't matter what grade it is. It is premiers and champions.
Great to see Ed Kerno here today, Pete.
Yeah, it is.
He's going to coach next year at Lorne?
Well,
paper says yes.
Yes, the paper says yes. So let's hope
otherwise.
let's hope it's true.
Let's hope his brother, his little little bro goes to the Cats next year.
Maybe he could be at Lawn. Have they discounted Charlie at Lawn yet?
Oh, geez, I'd definitely be looking into the salary cap there. But it is Grand Final day, Pete, one of the great days of the year, and there's been some Grand Finals been already done and won over other leagues, and the Ballerine League this year. Anglesey came from 5th spot to win the Premiership, 14-10-94 against the Geelong Amos, 12-9-81. So you love a Cinderella story. Anglesey's sort of like the Apollo Bay of the league, where you've got, the big clubs like Torquay next door, and, you've got Geelong Amos and all that too. So for a little Anglesey to get the job done, and you never know, the mayor of Anglesey might win a premiership next week in Patrick Dangerfield.
And it's come from 5th spot too, didn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Warrnambool District, Naranda last week won 10-11-71, defeated Allinsford 9-4-58.
4 in a row for Naranda.
Yeah, gee.
Wow.
Pretty good, aren't they? In the Minnanera, Lismore Derrinellum, they won the reserves and the seniors. They 16-12-108, defeated the Ararat Eagles 7-2-44. There was a bit of CDFNL flavour with Joshy Sanders and Jack Parker playing there. And Wayne Walsh was a co-coach.
He was a co-coach. Oh, so I had something right for
I think
once.
he jumped on board late in the season when they knew they could win it.
Yes.
And, yes.
Looks good on his resume.
It does. In the Southwest Footy League, Cavendish 9-6-60 defeated Dartmoor 6-11-47. In the Mid Gippsland League, Foster 12-7-79 defeated Fish Creek 8-14-68. In the Central Highlands, now this league, right? This is nuts. This is probably an amazing grand final. This was between 3rd and 4th.
Oh, okay.
So the top two sides who only lost 1 and 2 games didn't even make the grand final. So Skipton 15-12-102 defeated Dalesford 10-11-71. Bit happening in Dalesford at the moment with the block.
Oh, okay.
Right.
It might be a bit distracted, Max.
Could have been, but 3rd and 4th in that grand final. Maryborough and Castlemaine, Trentham 8-6-54 defeated Carlsbrook 5-13-43.
Biff Boomer Harvey, a member of the Trentham.
Should be still playing for the Kangaroos. He'll get a game.
Well, imagine that playing with his son. Golden Rivers, Hay 10-18-78. Altamana 9-10-64.
And last ever grand final in the last one. League is folding.
Ovens and Murray, Bright 11-7-73 defeated Greta 8-9-57. It's two really strange names, Bright versus Greta. Get around that grand final. Grand finals today, we're sinking with GDFNL, East Geelong versus North Geelong today.
That'd be a good game.
Ballarat, Darley versus Sunbury. Bendigo, Sandhurst versus Eagle Hawk. That is a very triggering town name for a Geelong supporter, Pete.
Eagle Hawk.
The Wimmera,
Rimra.
South Mallee Thunder. Previously the Giants versus Ararat. How many teams are from Ararat?
There's a fair few, but there's been a lot of controversy in that league over the last couple of weeks.
Ovens and Murray, Wangaratta Rovers versus Wangaratta Magpies.
In the derby, the first derby since the late 70s, I believe.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting grand final. Gippsland, Leongatha versus Terralgan. Leongatha?
Leongatha. Yeah. So Dyson Heppel.
Bit of happened at Leongatha the last year and a bit.
Yes, a bit of
mushrooms in the celebration.
I was trying to think of a polite way to put it in there.
No, just go all for him. Compliance training, Pete. Though. Golden Valley, Kyabram versus Rochester. Limestone Coast, we've got Millicent versus West Gambier. So they're the grand finals that we're sharing with today. Alvie versus the Colac Imperials, Pete. What are you looking forward to today? Who's the players? Who are the match winners today?
Look, I think it's one of those games where I've come to the game not knowing who to tip, really. It's such an even matchup with two contrasting sides. But I think the big players for Alvie, obviously Lincoln Dare, Roosevelt, Dom Dare, probably the three real match winners there. And on the other side, it's Bailey Scott. Is going to lead the charge there. So they're the players that I'm really looking forward to seeing how they react. Probably Stevens has got the big job on Lincoln Dare. So he needs to really start on fire and keep Lincoln under control early. Maybe O'Shannessy might match up with Dom Dare this time rather than O'Donnell, who done the job last time. Dom got off the chain and kicked 5. So, and what do Alvie do with Bailey Scott? Does Sam Marnie go to Bailey Scott today and maybe...
Centre-half forward.
Bailey. Yeah, look, I don't think you take any notice of where the teams are named. I think Alvie had some funny names there too at fullback and whatever.
Can't hear you.
Yeah.
Go.
I'd be interested to see if Imperials run a few in the ruck, like George Stephen as well. Might do a bit of ruck work against Link there.
Yeah, look, he's going to need to because there's really no backup there for him at all unless the young Fosters, one of the Foster boys goes in there and maybe gives him a chop out. But Lincoln's used to rucking all day, so he'll run out 4 quarters in the ruck, I would have thought. Roosevelt will be an interesting matchup. They haven't really got a tall forward to match up on Roosevelt, and he could be a really damaging player with that booming kick that he's got.
Yep,
turns
indeed.
defence into attack pretty quickly, doesn't he?
Quarter time in the A-grade netball grand final for 2025, and it's the Colac Imperials 12 lead Illawarra B8 10. So that shapes up to be a crackerjack of a game. Illawarra back going for the 18th Premiership. Imps going for 8th in their first one since 2014. Pete, we spoke about the conditions. Well, obviously, we had a little bit of rain. I walked the ground earlier, and it's actually held up pretty well considering the amount of rain we had. But it
hasn't been a bad day.
No, it's been
a little bit of, you can score at either end of the ground. The Colac Imperials delivery inside 50. The last time these two sides played a fortnight ago was horrendous.
He was going to throw his chair through the window, weren't you?
Jump out the window if they keep dumping it in.
So what do they need to do? Do they look to just chip it around a little bit, do you imagine?
Well, they played that game last week against Lawn, didn't they? Where they had the chaos kick inside forward 50. That's what they need to do. Looked like Charlie McCartan was going to get off the chain last week early in that game, and they changed. They lowered their eyes. They hit up the leading targets, and they were much more careful with their inside 50. But if you're just going to bomb the ball inside 50, the big defenders from Alvie are going to have an absolute birthday here today.
Yeah, but as Brazil's presentation in progress as we speak. Lawn, who are red hot favourites to win it. Premiers and champions in the reserves, which is, I don't think it has happened for quite some time, Pete.
Not that. Did Alvie have one at one stage?
Was it 16? Maybe I'm not sure. We have to go through the record books for that. But that is a sensational effort with a percentage of 620 odd. That was a phenomenal effort.
Yeah, they were certainly a standout reserve.
And you got some really good players in that side, like Louis Coates and James Friel. We normally see him run around in this game.
Yeah,
in the past.
Richard White was running around out there today as well. So got some quality players.
Who would be the more nervous side today, Pete, coming into the grand final? Alvie have had this amazing era, haven't they? Minor Premiers in 2021, we didn't get a final series, but Minor Premiers 22, 23, 24, one flag. They've come from third this year to make a Premiership or make the grand final. Colac Imperials, Minor Premiers, this side's probably going to be together for a couple of years. Do you feel like this is Alvie's? Yeah. Alvie's this is a bit more. They're going to be a bit more nervy, but because they've won it before, was that sort of executed on any of those sort of demons?
This will put the cream on the top of the cake for Alvie in a period where they've been a bit unlucky with the COVID years, where it was a side that probably should have got more than one premiership to show for the team that
I still reckon they would have won 2021, wouldn't they?
But we'll never know, will we?
They're far superior, but you never know. They might have had a thing that happened in 2022 as well. We thought they were shooing as well.
So they had a big turnover at the start of this year. You know, the Levi Dare heading back to Hamilton and whatever. And we predicted that I predicted that they might have slipped a little bit, but they've certainly been outstanding. But look, Imps are a very young side. They've got a huge future ahead of them. If they can keep that group together, Bailey signed on for another 12 months. They'll be active in the recruiting.
I think I heard, I did hear in the last week there is a large majority have signed on for next year, which is fantastic there.
So this will be the beginning of an era for Imperials.
Yeah.
But it's, maybe the changeover period might start to happen for Alvie after this grand final. So, I think grand final day, each team's as nervous as the other, and they've both got just as much to lose. So, I think Imperials are different to what they were 3 years ago, or 2 years ago, when they were just pleased to be in the grand final. Now they're here to win the grand final.
And a fair turnaround from last year. Not only that, in the netball court, they finished 8th in the A-grade netball grand final, and now they're playing in a grand final. They've got a good chance to win it too. They were smashed in the last game of last year by 50-odd points against Lawn.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, the question marks would come for them. But they've had to overcome that. They lost the first 3 games, and you question, like, oh, Lord, where's this going to go? But since then, they've only lost one since and drawn once against the Illawarra. And the credit to them, they finished on minor premiers. And here they are trying to have a chance of ending a 30-year premiership drought. That is a phenomenal as I speak. That Lockie Mulder just leading out the Alvie Footy Netball Club onto the ground, trying to win in their second flag in 3 years. And, of course, you've got a very ecstatic B-grade netball team that just won the premiership about half an hour ago.
Oh, they are up at about, aren't they? Those B-graders.
And you got the A-grade there too as well, unfortunately. It's a bit weird because they're normally playing in this game now, and for the first time since 2018, they will not be involved in the A-grade netball grand final, which feels a little bit strange, but you got 2 really good sides going Habba and Tong out today over in the netball court as we speak to start at the second quarter.
Yeah, you look, come grand final day, you love to see new teams involved. You don't want to see the same teams involved year after year. We want to turn over, and I think it's good to see Imps up there in the netball. So getting back to the football, it's really going to be interesting. The midfield battle is going to be where it's decided. Can Lincoln Dare dominate, get the ball to the outside to his midfielders and not give those Imperials midfielders the chance to get on top like they got on top of Lorne late in that game? Really from probably almost just before half-time, you could see the tide changing there as the Imperials midfield started to get on top of Lorne last week and eventually overrun them. So it's the key is in that centre square and how many opportunities they can provide for that forward line with Jesse Williamson, Dom Dare, Spence, blokes like that up there. They're going to kick goals. Strawn's going to be up there. He's going to be dangerous around the
He's
goals.
going to be the big wild card today, Strawn, because he hasn't played a lot of footy in the last 6 weeks. Where do you start him? Do you start him straight in the guts?
No, I'd start him up forward, but I'm not the coach. But look, he's a goal kicker. Every game he's played, he's hit the scoreboard. Even the shortened game out at the Eagles, I think he had 2 or 3 in the first quarter there. So he's obviously very dangerous, a booming kick of the footy from all reports. We've only seen a little bit of a flash of him, but I think he'll be the real wild card here today.
Oh, look at this crowd, Pete.
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable.
Do you ever, as at the board, try and predict the actual number? I know you go by gate takings in terms of money, but do you ever try and keep tabs on how many heads are here?
It's always been hard to do because we don't have the ticket system at the gate. You can get a ballpark figure of where it is, but as in the actual numbers, we're just guessing.
99,854?
Pretty much. But Phil Cobbledick used to be pretty good at predicting the crowds. But
standing room only. It's a big crowd. We always, I guess, say it's a big crowd today, but at grand finals. But this is it's huge. 8 of the 10 sides are represented across the field of junior football, junior netball, and then senior netball and senior football today. And
you think the crowd here is huge. You thought the crowd was big last night at the MCG. Well, today I've just had a look at some of the socials for the Collingwood Brisbane game, and they are people lined up back towards Queen Street.
Yeah,
Pete.
right.
It's going to be getting 100,000 people in Navashak. That was the first time since 1972, Pete.
Yeah.
The biggest preliminary final crowd in history.
You know what, though? We've only got 39,450 at GMHBA Stadium, but, however, that would have been the fairest way to do it.
Oh, here we go.
However, we would have lost. We would have lost if that game was played at KP, because we are an MCG machine now.
Grand finals are won on the MCG. So
exactly.
That's where you got to win.
That's right. Geelong have played their best football there all year. So we've got Alvie out on the ground. We're waiting for the Colac Imperials. Lorne are about to get their Premiership Cup in the Magoos. And I'll tell you what, the master of ceremonies, roll over Craig Willis. It is Paul Listro. He's the new man here. And, grand final week, and I keep telling him and Pilsy and Lippy, you do things, you got to get cashies for it. Cashies is the aim of the game these days. You got to start selling yourself towards clubs and doing B&Fs and all that, and then sportsman's nights and all that. So he's starting to enter that world of cashies. But this is the excitement starting to really feel. I can feel it in my feet.
I'm actually nervous for
so
what's happening out there.
The interesting thing for us is we talked about Cardinia Park there or GMHBA Stadium there a minute ago. we don't get to see, and the clubs don't get to play on this ground during the season, so it's a mystery to us.
That's true.
So,
And Lippy, I've got my eye on Lippy. He just came out of the room and he's holding some sort of little banner thing. He's
turned full on Nuffy.
Yeah, he's a cheer squatter.
And here come the Imperials, led by Captain Luke O'Shaughnessy. A large majority of them would have involved in the flag lost it 2 years ago. We'll quickly go around the grounds before we get stuck in this game. In the GFL, they're late in the first term there, the West Oval.
Half cat out there making an appearance too.
Colac Tigers, a 4-1-25, lead St Mary's 1 straight, 6 to win to take on St Joseph's on Friday at GMHBA in the grand final, and in the Handman League preliminary final between Koroit and South Warrnambool, the winner to take on North Warrnambool next Friday in the grand final at the Red Oval. This is in Hamilton, by the way, and South Warrnambool lead 1-1-7. They lead Koroit 1 straight 6. That's 9 minutes into the first term. That's around the grounds thanks to Think Water Colac. So as the reserves presentations has been completed, try and get more netball. We'll keep you updated on what's going on at the netball between the Colac Imperials and Illawarra back. As I said, the Bombers going for the 18th Premiership, and the Cats looking for their first in 11 years and going for their 8th overall.
So premiers so far today in the 13 and under netball, it was Illawarra back. In the 15 and under netball, it was the Western Eagles. 17 and under, it was Illawarra back. In D grade, it was a thriller. Game of the year in the D grade, 1 point going. Colac Imperials won that one. C grade, it was the Western Eagles. B grade, it was Alvie. And in the premiers so far in the football on grand final day, Apollo Bay in the under 12s, South Colac in the under 15s, premiers and champions. In the under 18s, it was Apollo Bay, and in the reserves, it was Lorne.
Good spread of clubs along amongst those winners there, Max.
We are half an hour behind schedule too, boys. It was supposed to be a 12:15 start. It is now 1:45. So
that's scoring the netball, by the way. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's the Imperials 20 lead, Illawarra Bay 18. So looks like that game is going to go right down to the wire in the grade netball for 2025. And of course the Imperials almost got the job done. They tried by 12 back a month ago at the Western Oval, and they fell 1 goal short. So that's going to mean for a real tight one indeed this afternoon. Umpires this afternoon, Craig Coos had a birthday yesterday. Timmy Whitehead and Mark Robb are the 3 officiating umpires for this big one today, and Lockie Marnie and Lionel Scott are the goal umpires.
Oh, our boy Junior Marnie.
Oh, wouldn't he be thrilled?
He's second, of course. This is not the first game
No.
he's goal umpired today. Goal umpired the under 12s.
Yeah, I did.
Bright and early this morning.
See him with his medal around his neck earlier in the day.
So this is a huge crowd. This is a big buzz around the ground.
Oh, 99,463, no doubt.
So it's been a long week for Imps have had a long week. They've had to wait. Alvie have to wait for a fortnight. The nerves, obviously, they would have been nervous before going to the ground, but this is probably the best time, getting on the ground, getting a feel for the conditions. And now we're going to stand for the Australian national anthem.
So, which is going to be the scoring end just for the...
perhaps you could score at either end, Pete. I think you can easily score at both ends. We saw both in a lot of the games this morning, and particularly in the reserves, you can score easily at either end. So I don't think there's any real goal advantage either end. There's Will Jacobs there as well, Lockie Rosebeard. They're going to link up in arms, and as Liam Cunningham and Darcy Theodore and Mick Foster about to line up.
And let's hope we see a higher scoring game today. This is their 3rd game for both clubs on the big ground, so hopefully they've worked out that you've got to stay in that centre corridor.
Let's take you down to the ground with Paul Listro.
This is the Colac RSL Senior Grand Final. Congratulations to both clubs making it to the pinnacle of the season. All your hard work, all your dedication over the last couple of years, all about to be playing in this game. Come on now!
I think we're struggling to hear Paul a little bit just because of the lawn, people running straight into our effects mics. But
scores are level in the A-grade netball with 2 minutes to go in the first half. It's 21 apiece, so ripping game going on there. Here we go with the Australian national anthem.
All right, boys.
Beautiful.
One last time around the table. Who's going to win? First goal kicker and a Peter Featherston medalist, AJ Lovegod Brady.
Am I coming through firstly?
Yes.
Okay, good. First, I will go Imperials by 1 point. Oh, it's so tough. Bailey Scott, first goal kicker. Bailey Scott, Peter Featherston medal, boys.
Drewy.
Image for me by 2 points in extra time, and I'm going to go first goal kick, and I'm going to go Campbell Scott as Alvie won the toss and they're kicking to the Nick Hay Cricket Club end of the ground, and I'm going to go Bailey Scott to win the Featherston medal.
Peter Dusty Mulheron.
I'm going to go Alvie by 4 points. Dom Dare for first goal and Lincoln Dare to get the Peter Featherston medal.
All right, Max Blake, who's been on fire with his tips in 2025. I've just felt it. It's been great. I've been out of that Lockie Marnie footy tipping competition where I just won by the Flemington straight. So it was all about the CDFNL tipping this year. I went Alvie at the start of the year. I went Alvie 4 weeks ago. I'm going Alvie today. They'll win it. They'll win it by 2 goals, I reckon. But in Jury's favourite moment, in extra time.
In extra time. Oh.
Yep. And so we can see Peter Hickey storm the ground.
Yeah.
First goal kicker today, I'm going to go Strawny. He'll kick the first, and the Peter Featherston medalist will go to, I reckon Dom Dare's going to have a big day today. Kicked 5 a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
I reckon if he does that, surely the umpires go, yes, sir, yes. We might not give Charlie McCartan any votes when he kicked 11, but we'll give you the medal if you won the kick 5. What do you point at, Pete?
Lockie Roseby is coming to the bench.
Yeah, so obviously the first real surprise.
All right, Premiers, Alvie, 13 flags. Amazing. They win today. They're equal with Lorne on 14, league high. 1940 was their first one. You would have been there, Pete.
Yeah, I was.
1950, 54, 59, 62, 65, 66, 67, 1969, 1970, 1975, 1977, 2000 and 2003. And the Colac Imperials have won 12 flags. They can equal with Alvie on 13 today.
Lockie's making a late entrance.
Yeah.
1938, 45, 47, 1963, 64, 66, 79, 86, 1991 and 1995. Now, crossing over, the big fella, the silver medalist for Australia, who will one day call the Melbourne Cup, Drew Simmons. Here you go, 2025 Grand Final.
So, in the words of Bruce McAvaney, the moment has arrived. The grand finals underway for 2025. It is the Swans and the Cats who are underway, says Timmy Whitehead. Lincoln Dare took the first out of the centre. Coming through, Riddell gets a hand pass, but covered away by Bailey Scott. His quick kick up towards half forward. It's a bouncing footy. Wisby's lurking at the front, but he slipped over at the crucial stage. Coming in blind, some good pressure there on that occasion was Burrow. He's over the top of the foot, but here's danger for Scott. He breaks the tackle, gets a hand pass for Spubbard. He has a chance to mop up through, and he laid a very good tackle on Regan Monahan. Over the line and out of play. Just what want to start in this grand final. Ball at half off for the Cats, about 50 metres out.
Oh, hot start early in this GF. City end, boundary throwing right on the 50. Link there up against a Brody Stevens. Stevens, Dare, wins the tap out. Monahan punches it forward. George Stevens there. Here's Benny Eddy. Big handball. It's going to go straight to Arnold. Knocked off the footy, but there's a free kick going back. Going back to the Swans at half-back.
Looks like Theodore's following Rosevier all day.
So Williamson, Jesse Variety, kicks the centre half forward. Lorenzo couldn't take the mark. Here's Richie's boy Cunningham. Got it to Bailey Scott. Got it to brother Campbell in the long sleeves. Sends the ball from half-back to half-forward. Looking for Foster. Can he gather on the bounce? Jacobs versus him. Jacobs, hand pass backwards to Burrow. Burrow, though, under pressure. Permazel, tackled by Wispy on the outer side wing. Here's a chance now for Foster. Tackled again. Burrow goes by hand. Hand passes to Maragula. This way, that way. Hand pass backwards to Jacobs. Through traffic. Through a couple of Imperials. Sends the ball to centre half forward. Wasn't a great kick to Jesse Williamson. And it's going to be a boundary throw on the outer side. As we say g'day to everyone that's listening or watching on the stream. I know it's been filmed or been previewed at the bar in Colac, so Thank you to Chris Siebert and the crew there. The RSL in Colac and the Bowls Club right behind us.
So Mulder seems to be picking up Scott at this stage.
And Cunningham's gone to Strawn, maybe a run with roll, you would imagine. Ball at half, up towards the wing position. And we're going to toss back in. So the Imps lead by a couple goals in the A-grade Nepal grand final at half-time.
Quick Stepcom stat, boys. Bailey Scott, 1 kick, 2 handballs already.
So Lincoln Dare wearing the long sleeves this afternoon. So Brody Stevens is going to follow him. Throw in. He wins the tap down on this occasion, Dare. Ball spills to the back. Tannis quickly tackled. Play on's the call. Ball spilled out to Mulder. He kicked inside 50 there. Williamson got a real good piece of it. Couldn't take it, but he has a chance. In fact, to Rich Riddell. Hacked along the ground. Dom's in a good spot. He tried to do the fend off. Has a stab and kicks the opening score of the grand final. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. That was a good build-up from the Swans.
So O'Donnell's the match-up on Dom Dare again, as it was in the previous meeting between these two clubs when Dom kicked 5.
So Bailey Scott doing the kicking duties this afternoon. So it's 1-0. 3 minutes into this first quarter of the grand final is Bailey Scott the coach in his first senior grand final, believe it or not. That's a good kick and a good hands by Campbell, and he's off. He got the hand pass out somehow. It's turned over. De Lorenzo, hand pass, but he's going to get a free kick. He's 50 metres from goal.
Bit unlucky there, Campbell Scott. He just fell as he played on.
So De Lorenzo maybe too far out to
Better
score.
on the run, Drew.
He's going to go in. Poor kick. Cunningham with the fist, but still danger. Lincoln Dare mops up the footy. Did well through traffic on the left foot. His kick was partly smothered. Still a chance for the Swans. They're lurking for Marnie. Ball spilled out there to Scott again. And here's Campbell now, trying to keep the ball in. I think the ball will beat him. Campbell did really well. Knocked it forward about 30 metres, but it's only as far. Regan Monahan had a fumble. Back it goes by hand to Permazel. He ran himself through all sorts of trouble, but he got one high. Lucky free kick to the Swans on centre wing. Have just settled a little bit better in his early part of this grand final.
Yeah, fortunate free kick there for Monahan.
Absolute hot start. Permazel sells a bit of candy early. Kicks the ball to centre half forward. Williamson couldn't take the mark. And it's gone out of bounds right on the half forward flank, out of side. Oh, it's actually a free kick to the Imperials. On you. O'Shaughnessy goes inbound and he finds Stevens, who dropped the mark. He dropped the mark. De Lorenzo under his hammer. It somehow slips out. What did he say? Drop the cup, maybe. As De Lorenzo is early to make those calls, Maxie. And be a ball up between centre and half forward, favouring Alvie's side of the ground here.
Just to keep this in mind, boys, Alvie have led. Every time they've led at quarter time, they've gone on to win the game. Every time they've been in front of quarter time.
Every side that's kicked the first goal this decade too, Drew, have actually gone on to lose the grand final.
Well, there you go.
So no one wants to kick the first one. It's like two fighters taking a dive almost, maybe.
Here we go.
George Stevens through traffic. Here's Bailey. Oh, he couldn't get out of that tackle.
Yeah.
But umpire said play on. Good to see. Tannis launches the Imps forward. Melville couldn't take the mark. Good work there by Oscar Barrow. Wanted to go by hand. He does. Gets it over top to Marnie. Stolen there by Jet Price. Funky little kick. Went back to Monahan. Got the hand pass over top to Liam Mulder. Rosevier punches it forward. And it's going to be a free kick.
Geez.
Free kick's going to go back to Rosevier, though. Mulder wanted to continue to play on. Now, Rosevier is in the middle of the Central Reserve.
And there's a big breeze blowing. So
could he have a shot?
Yeah, look, we'd love to see him have a shot, Maxie, but I think he's a little bit far out even for him.
He has to kick. There's 130 metres.
Yeah.
So
Not that far. He's about 80. He could have wind up here. Here's Rosevier. He's going to go. He's going to go long. Inside the forward 50 for the Swans. Big pack around this one. Scott's lurking. Comes over the top to Arnold. Arnold kicks to Wisby. Wisby's had a hot start to this grand final. Hand passes to McKay. Little bit fumbly, these Imperials. Stevens is there. Comes out to Marnie. Harder than a cat's head as Sam Marnie puts it inside the forward 50. Dare couldn't take the mark. A couple of players spill out. Here's a chance for Cunningham. He's going to get a free kick in the back pocket. He got coat hangered. Free kick to Richie's boy. We say happy days as Liam Cunningham's got the footy.
Really see the nerves out there amongst a few of the boys.
Yeah, he goes out wide and he has absolutely sprayed it, has he? It's out of bounds on the full.
Couple of fumbling marks by Stevens and McKay, and then that kick there by Cunningham. Just the grand final nerves, Pete.
Yes, it's a big day for the boys.
Short kick in, finds Strawn. He goes further in ball. Beautiful.
Yes.
And Williamson provided a good lead. And he'll have a crack for the first goal of the 2025 grand final. We know how much of an X factor he can be. And he's going to wind up. He'll kick for about 45.
Jesse Williamson's had a good start, boys. 2 kicks, 1 handball, 1 mark on the Stefcom stat sheet so far.
Yeah, you'd think he'd cover the distance here. I'm not sure on the breeze. This will be our first real look at it.
Jesse Williamson, 32 goals for the season. From 45, he winds her out. He goes long from 40. He's not going to make the distance. It might have been, a shocking kick. And coming through, Whedon's taking the mark. Another dangerous ball. Let's Jetson Monaghan punch the ball away on Cass. Ball's gone over, boundary throw in. They just look a bit nervy, which can happen during grand finals, Pete.
Yeah,
especially in the early days of the game.
Look, once one of the teams gets a goal on the board, I think the nerves will settle and we'll see standard footy again.
Good game, and netball will get a score from there shortly. Ball on the 50. Dare took it out of the ruck. Stepping ball towards the forward zone. Whedon trapped it nicely.
Oh, he's gone.
Williamson again. Should be ball. Gee, they just look nervous at the moment doing the Cats.
Say the librarian thing through.
He came from him behind like the librarian. And another shot for goal for Jesse Williamson, but this time he's on the other forward pocket. He'll kick for about 35.
Better on the run, better on the angle.
Better on the angle, the tougher the shot.
Yep, tougher the shot, the better chance that he's got to kick it, I reckon.
So Jesse Williamson, of course, played over 100 games at Cobden. Back at his junior club, he's kicked 32 goals for the from 35. Kicks, and there is off across the face. Stayed in, but Bailey Scott happy to concede a point. They've got a 2 behinds on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Imps yet to score, but they look incredibly nervous early. We played nearly 8.5 minutes.
Are we going to get a goal in this opening quarter, as I said? The team that kicks the first goal this decade in the grand final actually goes on to lose the match. Alvie with the first 2 points, though. Link there takes a big mark. No one's telling these boys. That's that. Link there's got it in front of the netball courts.
Started well, Link there.
He's going to go inboard, and he finds a teammate, and it's Spence, who takes a class over centre. Mark of the day directly in front. He'll have a shot right on the 50.
He's a good kick, Spence.
Better on the set shot, Pete, this guy.
He can thump it.
He can thump the ball, yep, that's exactly right.
We've got a good look on it. Eamon Spence, right on the 50. Kick looks good. It's going left. It's going to be through for another behind. 3 behinds on the board.
Ball looks to be holding up, kicking into that end.
It's 3-0 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. We've gone 9 minutes on the Richardson Real Estate time clock here on Mix FM.
So Imps lead by 5 in the O-Grey netball with about 9 minutes to go in the third term.
Imps have snuck one back off the bench, and Foster's by 50 metres by himself if they can get the ball to him.
The ball down there, Pete. Ball kicked on by Bailey Scott. Rosevier competed well, brought the ball to the back. Barrows had a super year. Good handball inside of pressure to Marnie. Marnie's kicking it towards the forward pocket yet again for the Swans, but it's too wide. Out of bounds on the full.
Feel like they're having a bit of trouble on that outer side.
Yeah.
What does this final series tell you? If you go grandstand side, that's where your scoring's going to be done.
Bailey Scott getting a lot
Plus, it's closer to us. Sorry, Drew.
That's all right. Goes short. Does Bailey Scott getting a lot of possessions in the back half. Finds Mick Foster. Chipping ball. Finds McKay. Been a real good pickup for him this season. Bigger body. Had a terrific second semi-final. He kicked a very important goal in the last quarter in the prelim last week. He kicks long up the line. Coming up to meet it. Brody Stevens. How that for centre hands. In fact, down on the full.
Okay.
Bad round Paul was in the perfect position.
Probably the best mark he's ever taken.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So Rosevier's got the footy. Defensive side of the wing for the Swans, who've done all the attacking, but no reward yet. That's a thumping kick towards half forward. O'Shaughnessy punches it away. Coming up to meet it now, Barrow. He got pushed out of the footy there. Coming over the top, Riddell. Ball's pinned underneath that contest, and we're going to get a ball up at 60 metres around from Alvie's goal.
Stevcom Bailey Scott's stats, AJ.
Oh, boy, I think it's 9, boy. 6 kicks, 3 handballs on the Stevcom stat sheet.
And Alvie had done all the attacking in this grand final early. Dare took it out of the ruck. Hands it off to Mulder, and he ran out of room. He got pushed over the line, out of play. It's a boundary throw in here. Great atmosphere. The weather has held up, which is good to see, considering it was... During the week, we were predicting big hailstorms to roll in, but thankfully it hasn't arrived. Boundary throwing, down opposed. Bailey Scott's lurking there, and here we go. Quick kick to the centre of the ground. Taken by Wisby. Has to get around Stevens, not on this occasion, holding the footy. Free kick to Stevens. He's been a real good find in this final series. Particularly played a lot of reserves games. He's coming in the first final. His kick is absolutely horrendous. Riddell attacked it beautifully. He has a start from 30 for the opening goal.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but it is. Riddell kicks the goal that they contender, and the Swans kick the first of the 2025 grand final.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
He had a really good season. He snuck down forward. He's normally a goal-kicking midfielder, but he's kicked his 20th goal for the season and his first goal of the grand final. They're 1-3-9. They get some reward for some dominant play. Imps yet to score. 12 gone first turn. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scoreboard. Pete, what's happened to happen?
That's the value of the one-touch player, isn't it? That was a very clean take there from Riddell, who just curled around onto his right foot and kicked a goal.
Free kick here in the middle, going to the Swans.
12 minutes gone, opening quarter. Alvie, all the attack. I reckon Imps haven't even gone inside the forward 50 from memory. Is Dare kicks the ball forward. Couldn't take the mark there. Here's a chance now for Bailey Scott. Hand pass to Diesel Foster. Had a little bit too much juice on it. Here's a chance now for Strawn. He's trying to go to the football. Good work there. Again, it was Rosevier. Yeldon. It's going to be a free kick. It's going to go the way of Rosevier.
Oh.
And he's just trying to put a little bit of mayo on it to get some extra yardage. Now the free kick's going to go to Leon Mulder, right in the guts of Australian Lamb Company Stadium. Ball kick to centre half forward, and he finds Jesse Williamson, and hasn't he been lively early in this grand final? A couple of set shots early. Hasn't been able to register a goal yet, though.
Just found space there, and really not great defence there from Imperials, as they had time to man up there, but they didn't fill that space.
Disposal number 6 on the Stevcom stat sheet for Jesse Williamson.
Directly in front.
Turnover.
That's stupid.
That's silly.
What's happened?
Rosevier pushed Price in the back. Very unnecessary.
So all of a sudden, Williamson was having a shot for goal, and a free kick to the Imperials as Price gets it over the top to Whedon. Whedon takes a cheeky bounce on the Matt Kelly wing. He kicks inside the forward 50, but Jacobs takes a good class over centre mark today, William Jacobs. He goes inbound there. Well, not 15.
Not 15.
Jeepers,
Wow.
that went about 30 metres. Here comes Jacobs again, and they're just laying that nice little possession footy. Burrow's got the football now, the centre half back of 2025 and the team of the year. Oscar sends it to centre wing. Matt Kelly wing. Comes out to Rosevier.
He's gone, I reckon.
He's claiming the mark. Ooh. It's got to be holding the footy, Curry. If you're not going to pay the mark, he held on to it for eternity.
It seemed to mark, Pete, didn't it?
Well, I would have paid the mark, yeah.
So, ball up, centre wing position on the outer side, where a lot of the play's been played at the moment. Here's a chance for Scott. He's running hot in this grand final. Went through the tunnel ball scenario to Darcy Theodore. Couldn't go to the footy. He's given away a free kick as well. So, Aidan Yeldon's got the football. Doesn't know where he wants to go. He's just had a little bit of poison down here. His kick wasn't great. Kicked it straight in the man of the mark. Theodore got it over the top to Diesel Foster. Gets it over up to Cass. Cass in the long sleeves. Sends the ball inside the forward 50. Good mark, Regan Monaghan. Class service centre marker there on his defensive 50. He's going to switch. Jacobs just gets it.
Risky
Foster is
kick.
under his hammer. And they're on here on the outer side wing. Spokes, though, running like a muck there. He kicked the ball forward and it went out of bounds. How good was that? Spokes just crept up to that play. Maragula had the wing to himself. But little Jezza just snuck like that little Mighty Mouse character does back in the heydays of cartoons.
Mickey Mouse?
No, Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse. I didn't know that was a show.
Little mouse, wasn't he, Pete?
Yeah,
that was your sort of generation.
Superpowers.
Yeah, that's right.
Imps lost 7 in the A-grade netball grand final, so they're in the box seat at the moment. As Liam Oldham gets well tackled and we'll get another ball up.
Oh, don't give away a kick, boys.
Yeah, Emergency umpire's out today as well. Going to get another ball up here. Centre wing. Starting to cloud over a little bit too. Starting to get a little bit dark.
Night grand final.
Punches it forward about 30 metres. Spokes did nicely. Paddles the ball back. Rosevier comes over the top of the footy. No, Shaughnessy unlucky. Just got a boot to it and it's out of bounds on the full. He was a bit unlucky there, Luke O'Shaughnessy. So Rosevier, he's got on the broadcast wing. He can thump it to the hot spot. And he's kicked the centre half forward. Dare underneath, but he was pushed out of it, surely.
Yep, paid it.
Yep, that was a good call. Wilbur Kerr was 50 metres off the footy. And Lincoln Dare, he's had a fantastic year. He'll go back almost directly in front. He'll kick from about 35. He kicked one of the great grand final goals. Pretty much from this same spot
I was going to say that
ago.
where he sold the candy to Jack Skinner, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Hey, Pete, the free kicks are starting to be decisive now, mate. On the Stevcom stat sheet, 10 to Alvie, just the 2 to Imperials.
Yeah,
Who said the free kick count doesn't have to be even?
Don't have to be even.
Lincoln Dare, he's kicked 9 goals this season. Jeez, he got close on the man on the mark.
Oh,
but it doesn't matter.
He's kicked it straight over the goal umpire's hat for his first goal of the day, contender, and the Swans have got a nice start in this big one.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
2-3-15 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. The Cats yet to score, and they don't look like it at the moment. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. We've played 17 minutes, Pete. Imps is still a little nervous.
Yeah, they are
slow starters though.
Link Dare's been he's off to a flyer as well, but that kick inside 50 from Lockie Rosevear causes panic. Link probably wasn't in the best position to take the mark, but the Imperials defender panicked.
This is 3 games in a row now. The Imps have started slow. Last week they were 3 goals down at quarter time. Illawarra, they were 3-4 goals down, weren't they? And then even a fortnight ago against Alvie, they were a couple of goals down. So they do take a little time to wind up.
Yep.
But Alvie at the moment, all the advantage. They're attacking pretty well and they're defending when it's very rarely going inside their defensive 50. So here's Darcy Theodore. Here's a chance for Campbell Scott, who started the grand final all right. Good chance here now for Paddy Carmody. Got it over the top. Rosevear sends the ball forward, and it's going to be downfield against Campbell Scott.
Don't give it back.
So Rosevear and Scott exchange insurances, and it's going to be a free kick in the right forward pocket to the Swannies.
That was great vision there from Paddy Carmody. Really flicked that handball out and got his teammate on the move. So who's taking the shot for goal here?
It's Will Riddell, but it looks
Will Riddell.
He started really well in the screen.
He's a pretty solid set shot, Will Riddell. It's a tough angle, but
he's good on the set shot,
yeah,
Pete.
he is.
He's not bad on the run as well.
Yeah.
So, been back and forth with the 15 and the 38 footy jumper. I think when he wins the long sleeves, he goes to 38. He tries to check side it. I think he's got it. Has he got it? Has he got it? He has got it. It's a goal at 8 of Riddell, and the Swans are on fire in the grand final.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Perfect Bunana.
Oh, that was a flat.
It looked ugly.
Yeah, it did. A flat spinning kick, and it went straight through the middle.
Gee, well described there, Pete.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to describe it. It didn't get much more than 10 feet high in the air.
Who had Will Riddell to be the first multiple goal kicker in this grand final? They're 3-3-21, Alvie. Imps yet the score. Here on this grand final day, 19 minutes gone on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
Colac Imperials 36, leading Warraback 28 now. Agro Nepal at 3/4 time. So the Imperials look like they're going to end an 11-year premiership drought. Ball pinged around in there somewhere. Then we're going to get another ball up. And all this, we don't have an impact with Strawn, Dom Dare, and a couple handful of players as well that have done the damage so far. Lee's linked there again. Kick was partly smothered. Foster, that's Michael. Good handball over the top now to Spokes. Spokes here now, kicks up towards half forward over the head of Theodore. Rosevear back with him, but there's their extra work has been over and the ball has been spreeing. Monahan's kick though wasn't so good. Whedon traps it. Back it comes again to Foster. It's got incredibly dark here in the central reserve in the last 10 minutes. Ball kicked long and Jacobs got in front and took a really good mark. He's had another strong season.
3 marks, Stepcom stats.
We're in the time on in this first quarter. And I tell you, boys, I reckon he's about to throw it down on any tick of the clock. We're looking out there as he's going to go long up the line. Kick long up towards the wing. Linked there in the box seat. Punched away that time by Whedon. Ball spilled to the back now for Spokes. Chipping ball inside, not 15. Comes away to Price. Hand pass inside to Brad Foster. Here we go. Hands it off to the Marnie medalist and Bailey Scott. He's kicked to centre half foot. The umpy got in the road, but Stevens attacked it well for Alvie. But he's well tackled. Got the hand pass just in the nick of time. The Cats are rare inside 50 in this game. Theodore around the footy. Here's a chance for Bailey Scott. He has a ping from about 40. It's going! Oh, almost.
Jeepers.
One behind and the Cats are on the board. See, that would have been one of the goals of the season if he happened to bring that. So the Cats are on the board at least. They're one behind. It'll be a 3-3-21.
Sensational start from Bailey Scott. He's just in everything at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's either 13 or 14 on the Stepcom stat sheet. I'll add it up at quarter time, boys, but geez, had a big start.
Yeah, so
Tanis is running with Lockie Mulder today.
He needs some teammates to start to follow him.
Yeah.
Rosevear in the goal square. 21 plays 1. Favour of the Swans. Rosevear goes short. And he finds Benny Eddy, being one of the great recruits for the CDFNL this year. Missed out a couple of weeks ago through injury after getting injured against Lorne. Qualifying final. His kick wasn't great. Went straight to Georgie Boy Melville on centre wing. Grandstand side. Melville now winds up. Puts the Cats back inside forward 50. Benny Eddy! Put the 1 arm up and took a great catch. A mark of the day contender. He goes in short and he finds a teammate in Williamson he's had a wonderful start to this grand final.
He's working hard, Jesse.
Almost had a goal taken off him, didn't he? As Williamson now kicks, grandstand side wing. Good work there by O'Shannessy. Punched it forward, but then ran out of tarmac, and it's gone out of bounds. So I think you're right, Drew. I think it is about to PISS.
Yeah, 14
down.
so far this grand final for Bailey Scott boys. 10 kicks, 4 handballs on the Stefcom stat sheet.
Kids, if you could spell that, congratulations.
Of course, keep it G-rated. If we want to say the whole thing. Boundary throw-in. There again. Dispossessed. Brody Stevens. Hand pass was smothered. Cass in and under for the footy. Ball pin will get a ball up.
So Oscar Barrow's taking Scott when he goes forward.
Yep, interesting that one. See, Stevens just pretty much run into him. No free kick. Ball spit out to Yellen. He of course got BOG in the granny last year. There's a free kick off the footy.
High.
And it's going to go against Lincoln Dare, I think. So it's going to go to Georgie Stephen. His 50th game at the Cats. Kick looking for Bailey Scott. Oh, how about that for a set of hands? He has been told to come back on the mark. So can the Cats get a picture goal before quarter time? Kick the line. Theodore, a good piece of it. It's well run by Regan Monaghan. He's a very underrated defender. And we'll get a boundary throw in it deep inside their 50 here. So we're approaching the 23.5-minute mark in this first quarter of the 2025 Grand Final. The Swans are 3-3-21. Imps are one behind, but let's not forget, Imps conceded the first 3 goals of the preliminary final last week. Boundary throw-in. Dare wins the tap down. Looking that time, Yellen and Mulder collided then, and Mulder had a fumble, which is unusual for him. So they'll get another stoppage. And him and Bailey Scott just share pleasantries. Of course, Bailey Scott's first senior grand final in his first season as coach. Boundary throw-in, of course, coach of the year. And the team of the year on Wednesday night, along with the Marnie medal himself. Boundary throw-in. Foster. Oh, pushed it like a rag goal by Lincoln Dare. Kick towards the centre of the ground. De Lorenzo kept his feet nicely, and they're away again. Picks up the football there, but he ran himself in the trouble. He slipped over, but lucky got pushed in the back. He's going to get himself a free kick. He plays on quickly. Goes to the hot spot. Dom's in the box seat. Well done, O'Shannessy. Into a dangerous spot. Spence got a hack off the ground. Ball spilled out. O'Donnell has to get rid of it. He just did in the nick of time. Strawn's kick was smothered. Williams grabs it. He starts and kicks a free goal. Oh, the Swans are on fire in the grand final.
Oh, siren
and
too.
He's kicked the goal in the quarter time siren, and it's a goal at a contender, and the Swans are lead 4-3-1 behind. Play to sting, thanks, Amy.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Like I said, every time they've led a quarter time this year, Alvie, they've gone on to win. So they're in a good position at the moment. We know what the Cats can do, but normally pretty strong finishes, but they've got a mountain to climb in this grand final. It's quarter time. It's Alvie 4-3-27. Lead the Colac Imperials 1 behind 1 point. Before we take a break, we'll read out the netball score that is in the last quarter there. And the Colac Imperials close to ending an 11-year premiership at 39. Lead Illawarra BAC 30. We'll keep you updated. We'll take a break here on grand final day. Back with the Minerva Foods second quarter after this with Alvie leading 27-1. No, Bailey's lurking, gets around one, caught with the ball again, no. Ball spills out to Foster, he has a snap, it's a goal!
Oh, he's got it.
Day Tubby has kicked at Jared Foster, that is an unbelievable goal! Goal at A contender, and the Cats get a much needed one before half time.
The tap out, comes out to Fox, thumping kick out of defensive 50 here, bring back a bit of snow. George Stephen takes the class over centre mark of the day.
Very well to hang on.
Ball up. Hughes grabs it out of the ruck. Another smother. I reckon we've had 6 or 7. Here's Curnow. Left forward pocket, Eduardo Curnow. Has kicked a goal at A contender.
Here, as they go inside.
Scott winds up. He puts it high inside the forward 50. That is a mark by McCartan. Sir Charlie McCartan flew. Diesel Foster sells some candy. Kick was smothered though. Chance for Melville. Melville snaps. Goal! That is Colac Imperials champagne football goal at A contender. Now for McKay, got the hand pass out over top to Melville. Melville's kick's gone right. McCartan takes a diving mark in front of Foster. Class over centre mark of the day.
Now on that occasion was Whedon. Hand passed out wide to McKay. He was good last week. Hacks the kick towards half forward. McCartan underneath it again. Too good.
Stop kicking it towards him.
Run of it. Grabbed it. Matthews just hacks the kick up towards the 50. Oh, good mark by Jesse Middleton. Class Harbour Centre mark of the day. Running around through Cunningham, who has a bounce.
Yeah, Richie's boy has a cheeky bounce. Is it going to be a centering kick? Sparks! Class Harbour Centre mark of the day.
And 3-1 place, 3 behinds as Arnold takes the kick in there. Bailey Scott's underneath it there. Gee, that's a good mark. Class Harbour Centre mark of the day. Arnold. He's going to go even wider. Gee, I don't like the kick at all. And it's out of bounds on the full. No, it's been overruled. He thought about the bound umpire. He said, no, stay.
See the team at Sports Power Colac, your local finals experts.
Clean up on floor care at Harvey Norman now. Save $200 on Shark Pet Pro Stick Vac, now just $595. Save $1,000 on Mover V50 Ultra Robot, now $1,998, plus 2 bonus mop attachments valued at $99. Save $80 on Dyson V8 Origin Stick Vac, now $398. Save $50 on Bissell Hard Floor Cleaner, now $597 with bonus Steam Shock valued at over $100. Plus bonus toy vacuum with floor care over $200. Hurry, ends Sunday at Harvey Norman. Conditions apply.
Your club delivers on the field. Think Water Colac delivers water solutions. Serving the southwest for over 25 years. Irrigation and filtration systems to pumps and rainwater tanks. And your local experts in solar pump systems. Think Water Colac. They do water well.
Nothing beats the sizzle of lamb on the barbecue. Juicy, tender and packed with flavour. Whether it's a Sunday roast or a midweek feast, lamb is always the right choice for your dinner table. If you're looking for a sizzling career opportunity, Minerva Foods, Colac's largest employer, is hiring. Join the team that brings quality meat to tables worldwide every day. Reach out to the Minerva Foods recruitment team today.
Powered by Sports Power Colac, FSR Equip, KFC Colac and Minerva Foods. This is CDFNL Live.
Yeah, quarter one done for Grand Final 2025, and it was the Alvie Football Club that flexed their muscles in a big, big way. 4-3-27. They lead the Imperials, who are 1 behind, 1 point. Will Riddell, 2 goals. Link there, 1 goal. And Jesse Williamson, 1 goal. The goal kickers at quarter time. Steph Comstats with the love god, AJ Brady.
12 free kicks in the first term to Alvie, 3 to Colac Imperials, 10 hit outs to Link Dare on Alvie's side of things, couple to Brody Stevens on Imperials' side of things. Major stats winners for Alvie in that first term. Link Dare, 6 kicks, 4 handballs, 1 mark, 10 disposals, 7 to Jesse Williamson, 6 kicks, 1 handball and 3 marks. Lockie Rosevere, 6 kicks, no handballs, no marks, 6 disposals, 6 also to Will Jacobs, 5 kicks, 1 handball, 3 marks. Bailey Scott has started for the Colac Imperials in that first term, 11 kicks, 4 handballs, 1 mark, 15 disposals. Apart from him, 4 disposals to Mick Foster, 2 kicks, 2 handballs, 1 mark. Those leading stats winners, thanks to Steph Comer. Quarter time, boys.
On his way to 50 on a potential losing grand final.
Outstanding first quarter, but some of his teammates need to stand up and give him a hand. Mickey Foster with 6 possessions, the next best. Four possessions, the next best. So he really needs some support around him. But Link Dare's really set the scene. He's had a dominant first quarter there, and Jacobs is another one that he's had a solid finals. He was great in defence that quarter, and interesting to see what happens now.
Second quarter, thanks to Minerva Foods in this grand final. We like the Cats are going to win the A-grade Apple Premiership. They're up by 10 late in the game there. Back in the middle we go. Arnold attacked it nicely for the Colac Imperials at the back of the square. Kicks up towards centre half forward. Clears to pack. Coming through Hickey there. The one of the older men's on the ground. It's Price around the football. Likewise again Hickey. Foster over the top. Ball, just an ugly pack at the moment there, rose a bit, but it spills out to Bailey Scott. Touch number 16, he kicks inside 50. Good mark, Barrow. Jeez, he's had a good year. Class Harbour Centre mark of the day.
Just controlling the air in defence there,
and that's
through their defenders.
That's what killed the Imperials in the second semi. Kick long to the outer side, finds Paddy Carmody. Really cemented his spot in the 22 in the last, through title this year. He goes in board to Yellen. Of course, was best on ground on the twos flag this day last year. Ball kicked wide. Williamson there. Was just a bit too deep for him over the head of him. And O'Shannessy will get a boundary throw in on centre wing. Out of sight of the ground. I think the good news is that little shower of rain that was threatening there has gone around us.
Yeah, it's disappeared.
It has. It's even a little bit brighter.
Pete's done his opposite of a rain dance on us.
Yeah, so boundary throw in. 27 plays 1. Dare, unopposed really. Gets a hands right there to Yellen. Kicks up towards half forward. And Campbell Scott who takes the mark at left half back. We all know the Imps can finish the game strongly, but they need to pull the rabbit out of the hat. That kick wasn't that great though. Foster got pushed out of it there. Yellen, hand pass back to Carmody. Good handball to De Lorenzo. Hand pass further afield to Regan Monaghan. He was pressured there by Stephen. Out of play. Boundary throw. No holding the ball.
Oh, big.
Free kick to go to the Cats, and they get a let off there at half back.
Well, 2 years ago, Imps led by 3 goals to zip in quarter time, and Alvie just stormed and won the premiership from there. So it can be resurrected, but Link there, he's having a big say in this grand final. Has taken the mark. He's on centre wing. A wonderful 2025 season. Dares kick it a little bit of heat on it, but here's De Lorenzo. Oh, good air, good smother there by Campbell Scott. Knocks out of bounce. Boundary thrown between centre wing and half forward on the scoreboard side of the ground here at the Central Reserve.
Colac Imperials in celebration mode. They're up like 14.
In the netball.
In the netball.
And we've got to say netball because people will think, geez, they've come back quickly in the football. Here's Dare. He gets out of the ruck. He's going to be pinned for throwing the footy. Free kick's going to go the way of George Stephen, playing a bit more up the ground compared to just inside the forward 50 last week. He's kicked the centre half forward, went past Foster. At the moment, Burrow just killing him. Got the hand pass out, kept it alive. Monaghan got it back over the top now. Hickey, kick wasn't a great one, but here's Carmody. Got it back over the top now. Here's a chance for Regan Monaghan. From half back to centre half forward, Williamson almost outmarked 2 Imperials, and it's gone out of bounds again. Scoreboard side.
Out in the full.
Oh, out in the full, gee. And another free kick will go to the Cats. They're just kicking end to end. Kick to kick at the moment, out of bounds on the full, the 2 sides.
O'Shanassy, that's a dangerous ball as well. They were running it where was Regan Monaghan. Marnie caught strongly in the tackle by Stephen. And we'll get a ball up on centre wing.
So both teams are going to play the defensive side of the ground. So I think we're going to in for a low-scoring game again today.
Yeah, so ball up again. Wilbur celebrated a birthday yesterday. Here's Eddie. Hands it to Marnie. Marnie just snapping ball around the corner there. Good contest. Oh, Williamson trapped it beautifully. Mulder paddles it forward up towards the left half forward. Riddell's rabbit running the footy left time. Strawn. Riddell. Hand pass went straight in the arms of Cunningham. Hand pass put Bailey Scott under pressure and break the tackle with ease. Hand pass looking for Wisby. He traps it nicely. Back it goes to Bailey. In fact, it was Cunningham. Free kick advantage paid. Here's Bailey Scott in the centre of the ground. Good kick inside 50. Price has to get there. He's got the bounce. He's got the time to snap. Oh, Jacobs absolutely superb. Saved a certain goal, and it's also a Premium Group painting player of the day contender. He saved a certain goal. 2 behind the Cats. 4-3-27 the Swans.
And that was a beautiful kick from Bailey Scott. Just put it into the space and gave his forwards a chance. That's what they need to do more of.
You're looking for a positive. Imps just doubled their own score. 2 points. Alvie 4-3-27. 25 points the margin in this second quarter. Roosevere sends the ball out of the D50. Bouncing ball was a good kick, but Riddell ran out of tarmac, and another boundary throwing on centre wing on the outer side.
Interesting, Lockie kicking out the defensive side of the ground. Quite often he kicks down the centre of the ground, doesn't he? But a lot more circumspect today.
Almost 5 minutes gone. Minerva Foods, second quarter. Dare tapped it straight to Campbell Scott. He needs to get off the chain. Thumping kick. Cats go inside the forward 50. Barrow! Jeez, he's having a good grand final, Oscar. Class over centre mark of the day. Kick, though, wasn't good. Could be stolen. Melbourne, he's going to get a high tackle free kick. And Georgie boy, do I do it again? If he misses this, they won't win. I said it this time last week.
Just Steve Comstad, free kicks this quarter. Pete, Colac Imperials 4, none to Alvie, so it's evened up this quarter.
I won't say it, but I tell you what, this is a very important shot for goal. They've had rare ones so far in this grand final. Can George do it? No. I don't even know how to describe that. He didn't even have a shot. He just kicked it to Roosevere on the mark. That is a clanger of the day by the stretch of the imagination. And all of a sudden, Alvie on the wing. Benny Eddy's got it. He gets out of the tackler from McKay twice. He runs around him, but he couldn't get out of the George Stephen tackle. And then all of a sudden, a clanger of the day turns into a Premium Group painting play of the day. And George Stephen's been told to play on, sends the ball from half back to half forward, and Scott takes the mark. Here he goes. Campbell winds up. 55 out. Did they get a score here? And Cass takes the mark. Oh, here we go for the Colac Imperials. Can this start their grand final?
This is the right side of the ground. He'll have the breeze over his shoulder here, so he really needs to nail this goal for him.
He kicked a big goal in the second half last week in the prelim. He loves a goal in a radio game. I think he kicks about 90% of his career goals are on radio games. Loves the airtime, Cassie. He winds up and he's kicked the Colac Imperials' first goal of the grand final. It's coming to the second quarter. I'll give it a goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
His 7th goal for season 2025. It's been a big year for Stephen Cass. Came a dad this year. And Imps finally are on the board, 1-2-8, Alvie 4-3-27, 7 minutes gone on the Richardson Real Estate time clock. That's all on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. I high-fived Greggy before. He's up and about.
So Campbell Scott set that goal up. It was a great mark, play on, and kicked the ball.
He's coming into the game,
Yeah,
Pete.
he didn't blaze away.
Colac Imperials are the A-grade netball premiers for season 2025. They defeated the Bombers by 9. Congratulations to them. What can the footballers do here? It's a free kick when Arnold got one high. And that will be a free kick. I think it might come back.
Yeah, it'll come back.
He got hit as he kicked. So what can that goal do? Can they kickstart something for the Cats? The trail by 19 here at the moment. As Arnold goes long to the outer side. That's a risky ball looking for there for Wisby. Carmody punches it away, but Carmody should mop up, which he can't for the moment. He's harassed out of it nicely by Carmody, but Wisby happy to paddle to take it over. We'll get it tossed back in. Wasn't a great kick, though.
Pete Campbell's got 4 kicks so far this quarter on the Stevcom stat sheet. He's coming into the game.
Yeah, look, someone needs to step up and give Bailey a hand out there at the moment.
So we'll go through all the results and all the best on grounds and the best on courts. Before we wrap things up here from the Central later this afternoon, ball thrown in. Dare, Mulder, good handball there to Yellen, he's been good. Kick there was a good contest. Scott comes up to meet it there through the hands of Glennon. Mopped up by Mulder. His kick was smothered by Whedon. Back it goes to Liam Mulder. Just hacks the kick into the centre of the ground. It's a important ball to be won here. Cass read it well at the front. He decides to take them all on. Hand pass was a shocker. Went straight to the arms of Eddie. Eddie thumps it long. Dom's in the front spot. Got a good piece of it. O'Donnell did well out of it. Decides to paddle it forward. Well played there in the end by O'Donnell. At a defensive 50, but as far as Lockie Mulder, he just hacks the kick high. Straws in the box seat. Just a bit too much pepper on the kick. Bounces towards the boundary. Strive in the pocket. Almost got something out of nothing.
He did.
Jeez, that would have been just about goal of the year, Pete.
He got that to the boot in record time, didn't he?
Where's that 44? And it looked like Stephen Milne, didn't it? That forward pocket kicking goals like that.
So Alvie get their first score of the term. They're 4-4-28. Lead by 20 points. Imps are 1-8. Imps 50. Illawarra back 41 in the A-grade netball. But grand final ends at 11-year premiership drought for the Cats.
Arnold with the kick-out duties goes grandstand side's going to find George Stephen on the chest. So good build-up here by the Cats. He's going to go down the wing, canteen side of the ground. Bouncing ball. Benny Eddy gathers the football, winds up. There's a mongrel punt, but he finds a teammate, my man Jensen Monaghan, who's going to bang the ball inside the left forward pocket. Dare, got a couple to beat. Top of the goal square. Riddell's there. O'Shaughnessy's there.
Trouble.
They want hold the footy. Umpire says play on. Flying shot for goal. Williamson. I reckon
that was in.
That was an early call there by the goal umpire.
Yeah.
And it'll be a boundary throwing. Last line of defence here for the Cats.
I think that was legal. Scott there doing the goal umpire at that end. Junior's got all the scoring up at that end, so he's getting his money's worth today.
So boundary throwing right on the top of the goal square here. Dare grabs it. Kick smothered. Scott Campbell variety. Kicks a high up and under kick. Wisby. Oh no. It's going to be marked by Lockie Mulder.
And he can thump a ball too.
Yeah, he used his muscles to mark that class over style. And he will have a shot for goal about 35 metres out. A little bit of an angle, but pretty much directly in front.
And again, the right side of the ground.
19 games, 9 goals for the year. City end. Got it! Well, good play there by Lockie Mulder. Premium Group painting player of the day with that ripper of a mark and a great finish. And the Swans kick the first goal to the City end of the KFC Colac end of the ground in this grand final. It's come at the Swarto, are we now? We're at the 11-minute mark. 11-minute mark of the second quarter. They go to 5-4-34. Imps 1-2-8. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scoreboard.
You felt like Imps were slowly gaining the ascendancy there, and that was sort of a goal against the flow. So let's hope Imps can continue to drive the ball forward and put themselves back into this game.
So, yeah, that was a beautiful shot at goal by Lockie Mulder. So the Swans get a response. Just whereas the Cats were working their way back into it. Margin back to 26 points like it was at quarter time. Tannis, hand pass to Mick Foster. Just hacks to kick forward there. Wisby tried to tap it on the half volley. Was he held with? No, but they got extra numbers here, the Swans. But Marnie is well tackled. We'll get a ball up on the edge of the square. In fact, it was Yellen there that was well tackled there by McKay. 34 plays 8.
There's the great Tom McKay walking past.
Yeah, but I saw Levi there in the crowd as well.
And Mitchie Williamson.
Oh, he was running the canteen too. Calming his hand pass, but he's going to get a free kick because he was dumped off the football.
First free kick of the quarter for Alvie, boys.
Gee, that was a nice NFL pass by Jet Price.
Well, get him to the NFL. We need him.
De Lorenzo,
Joe Barrow got injured.
shooting ball, beautiful. And Williamson split the pack and took a mark on the lead. He'll kick from 48.
So that's mark number 4 on the Stevcom stat sheet for Jesse Williamson.
Yeah, he's really looked dangerous up there, and that was a costly turnover because Imps had intercepted that ball with that late free kick.
Dom's been well held, Pete, so Jesse Williamson's been able to bob up and be a real game breaker so far in this game for Alvie.
O'Donnell started really well after Dom pantsed him last time they met.
Jesse Williamson will kick from just outside 50. From 52. He has struck it pretty well, but not the accuracy, and through for a point. Well, Dom there tried to keep it in, but he was miles over the line.
Yep.
So that takes him on to 5-5-35 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. He's kicked 1 goal, 2 so far. Imps are 1-2-8, and the ball's gone to the outer side, and they've coughed it up yet again, have they?
They have.
It's out of bounds.
It's out of bounds. So a bit of a luck to the fortune there. Things just not going the Imps' way in this grand final. I really need some magic, don't they? They sort of found it at the back end of the second term last week, and it carried way through in the third term, and they rolled lawn in the last quarter. So they do have the fitness, don't they?
They do.
They just got to sort of stay with them now as Diesel Foster kicks the ball. The centre half forward. It's going to be a free kick to Darcy Theodore. Just outside the 50, a bit beyond his range. Goes by hand to Bailey. Bailey he's going to be pinholed in the footy.
Just the story of the first half, isn't it?
Great tackle there by Sam. Hard on the cat's head, Marnie. Unbelievable play there.
Not many people run Bailey Scott there.
No.
Twice in a week that's happened.
So Sam Marnie just kicks a really high up and under kick. Could have brought back a lot of snow on it. Here's a chance here for Jacobs. Hand pass wasn't great. Whedon punches it towards the boundary. Boundary thrown in front of the old scoreboard here at the Central Reserve. So Alvie 5-5-35. Imps are 1-2-8. 14 minutes gone. Hasn't really... It's been tough football at the moment, but Alvie definitely have one hand on that cup at the moment. And if they kick the next couple, it's going to be very hard to make a case for the Imperials to come back. They need the next couple of goals, the Cats, and show a bit of spark. Umpire's going to ball it up again between centre wing and half forward.
So interestingly, Strawn is playing the deep forward at the moment, and Dom's gone up the ground a bit.
Hasn't had a big factor. Benny Eddie's been okay at times. But it's definitely the guys, the repeat offenders in Dare and Mulder at the moment. Here's Tannis. He's trying to get off the chain a little bit. Couple of bounces, kicks the centre half forward. Jacobs is there. And it's gone out of bounds. Boundary throwing.
Do we need to turn the lights on?
Yes, we do. 100% we do.
Paul Listro's onto it.
He doesn't know where they are. Pete said he didn't know where the light switch was.
The Master of Ceremonies is all over it.
They had to make X amount of money to turn the lights on. It costs a bit to flick them on.
15 minutes gone in his second quarter. Alvie lead by 27 points. Coming out to meet it there was Bailey Scott yet again. Had a rare fumble.
Oh, don't do that. That's silly.
And we'll get a boundary throw, and I think the umpires are not going to fall in for that.
Oh, that's silly, though. Why put yourself in that position?
Yeah, particularly when you got a 4.5 goal lead in the second quarter of a grand final when you got control of the game. It's a boundary throw in. It's a wing and half forward here for the Colac Imperials. Wound down by Foster, goes towards the centre of the ground. De Lorenzo put his head over it there. Trying to knock it out. Lincoln Dare's another one. Ball spilled out. The lights are on here at the Central Reserve.
We've got a night final.
And we've got the lights on for the grand final. Here's Lockie Mulder again. He's had a big impact in the last few minutes. His hat kick forward after half forward wasn't good. And the mark being taken by Luke O'Shannessy.
He's a good player, Luke O'Shannessy.
He's a ripper, and he's also the captain of the footy of this club. Because his partner Eliza had a big week, because just won the netball premiership and won the Russell medalist for best and fairest during the week. Here's a chance for Cunningham. He switches it to Tannis. Tannis' chip is over the top to Brock Stevens. Had probably his best game for the club last week. He's had a quiet start today. He goes short. Theodore just caught. He had it there, but he almost had it. Bell spills out to Carmody. His centering kick. Strawn there. Overran the footy, in fact, was Yellen. Ball on the edge of the square. And coming up there, Stephen over the top, and we'll get a ball up. In fact, that was Spokes.
Well, I've been asking for it for years, and we finally got a semi-night grand final. Lights are on here at the Central Reserve, Saturday twilight.
Well, Paul Listro was 3 metres away from me, and he said, can we put the lights on?
You're the one who did it, Drew.
Yeah. So maybe we've got to swap to a yellow footy as well, make it all happening here as Whedon sends the ball inside the forward 50 for the Ips. Price almost took a courageous mark there. Here's a chance now for Stevens. His hand pass finds there. They're just cool and collected, aren't they, the Swannies? Here's Price, though. Hand pass over the top to O'Shannessy. He snaps. Got to play a loose.
Well
Scott takes the mark. Bailey Scott can go back and try and kick his first goal of the grand final.
Yeah, not happy with Jacobs for whatever reason, but
not dealt with.
I thought it was fair from Will Jacobs. He had every right to have a go at the contest.
He was only trying to spoil.
Yeah,
had one of the best seasons, individual seasons imaginable.
And AJ's turned the lights on in the box,
and the siren didn't go off. AJ, that's remarkable stuff. But he's had one of the best individual seasons imaginable in a CDFNL history. Midfielder, 50-plus goals, wins the Marnie medal by 11 votes. And now he's the coach of a side in the grand final. He has a big opportunity here to get their second on the board. 18 minutes gone in this second quarter. His kick, it's not going to be a score. It's registered through for a behind. So he's kicked 2 behind so far in this grand final, and they're 1-3-9. Alvie 5-5-35, 18 minutes gone in this manoeuvre. Foots second quarter.
Goes Wooshka up the centre, up the guts he goes. It's good punch away. Chance here for the Cats there. Mick Foster traps it, puts the Cats back inside 50.
Great work.
Price got in front. He had the footy smarts to get in front and took a mark. And another shot for goal coming up for Jet Price. He's had a fantastic season.
It's interesting, Drew. Pete's been calling for Rosevier to go up the corridor all day. He does it, and that happens.
Imps were ready for it there, and they punched the ball back forward, and Mickey Foster, great kick inside 50.
Diesel.
31 goals for the season. Hasn't missed a game this year. Kick on the way, and he has shanked it. Another point. So a couple of looks for the Cats, but no reward. They're 1-4-10 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
On the reins here.
5-5-35, and it was brewing for a while as the raid starts to tumble down here at the Central Reserve.
And they've left a couple on the table in the last 10 minutes, Imps. So
they're getting some repeat inside 50s though, Pete.
But they've got to get some scoreboard pressure back into this game.
They do. They need to make Alvie start to worry about this score, but at the moment the Swans they're like the big boys, aren't they?
I've got a stat for you, boys. We'll come back to it in a minute.
Oh, we like a good stat. Rosevier goes Wooshka.
Over the wing.
Here's a chance now. Whedon punches it forward. In the back. No, ball up on the centre wing.
That was in the first quarter for the Imperials. It's the highest score they've conceded this year.
Okay.
It's a good Stevcom stat, Drew.
Yeah, and funnily enough, the highest score they've conceded was against Alvie back on Good Friday.
Yep. That was 4 goals to 2, I think, wasn't it? First
and
quarter.
Of course, the other game, there was twice since they did that, actually. It was round 18 against Illawarra Bank. They conceded 25 points as well, so they conceded 27 in the first quarter today.
So it was Tannis who was tackled in between centre wing and half forward. It'll be another ball up, another stoppage. Just ticked in the time on in this second quarter, so we're almost halfway through the big dance. Kicked off the ground there by Strawn. It was the old dangerous kick.
Spare a thought for the guys doing the sprint at half time.
Yeah. Gonna have to do it in the soaky rain as Campbell Scott finds Foster. So Foster's now at half back. He's going to kick, looking for Stephen or Wisby. Wisby's going to get it. Best wingman in the competition. He finds little Jezza Spokes. Spokes.
Oh,
His
no.
kick
Oh,
wasn't
turned
good.
it over.
He's turned it over straight to Regan Monahan.
Well, he did. He tried to do it. He actually, it was the right thing to do, but he just didn't connect it properly as he would have liked.
Monahan winds up. Centre wing. Inside the forward 50. Williamson off the chest. Couldn't take the mark.
Oh, no.
Hand pass wasn't good. Chance for Strawn. Kick went straight to O'Donnell, though. Top of the goal square. For his defending goal, he's going to go to the scoreboard side and look for his coach in Scott. Wasn't a great kick. And just those kicks are just not going the Imps' way in this grand final.
O'Donnell's been solid today, hasn't he? He hasn't done too much wrong.
No, he's been superb on Dom Dare.
Yeah, he has.
Defence.
Well, Eliza Cale just won the best on court. She's had an unbelievable year. She's had a big year. Of course, wins the Val Russell medal for the best and fairest on Wednesday night. Comes back to her junior club, takes over as coach next year, and wins the premiership and gets best on court. Holding the ball, being picked out back to the play. That one was a bit red hot there, I reckon.
It was red hot.
Right. So free kick will go to O'Shannessy. Oh, that's a dangerous kick, and he's turned it over. Burrow had a rare fumble. Coming through here, Moralia couldn't take it. Oh, well done in there by Monahan. Back to Moralia. He's kicked inside 50. That's 9. Oh, Riddell just off his chest. Strauns hasn't had an impact as he would have liked yet. Pyson Brad pass with the Tannis O'Shannessy to run in the tightrope again. The Cats. Scott gets a hand pass to Cunningham. He's been good. Cunningham's kick was off the side of his boot up to centre wing. Eddie, he's been really good in his first game back. Back to Lincoln there. Had a great season. Kick up towards the half-forward zone. Punt at it there was spent by Scott. Coming up to meet it there, Yellen. Crunch, tackle, ball up. There's a ball up there.
It's on. Oh, it's on.
And he said, umpire saw it, Pete.
Yep.
Bailey Scott caught one.
Yeah,
He's
he
going to win
did.
himself a free kick. He didn't really need to do it, did he?
No, he didn't.
There was a stoppage there on the...
Yeah.
And the free kick will go to Bailey Scott. He's going to switch play, do a dangerous kick. Cunningham. Should be a mark or a free kick. So the free kick will go to Cunningham. He's got the attacking side of the centre. Close to half-time in the grand final. Just need a goal just to take something into half-time. They go long into the pocket. Price is in the box seat. Good punch away by Link there from the side. And he has taken over. Boundary throw-in. So the positive thing is for the Cats, they're actually leading this quarter by a point.
Yep.
And they've stemmed the bleeding, which is a positive.
Oh, yeah, much more even than the first quarter.
But that's the damage. It was the damage done too early to try and play catch-up footy for the rest of the day. Like I said, every time they've led at quarter time this year, the Cats, the Swans, get that right. They've gone on to win. Here's Yellen. Kick was partly smothered, not go very far. Campbell Scott, Child couldn't take it. Ball spills at the front again. Hacked forward that time there by Monahan.
Good work.
As Whedon did nicely, trapped it nicely and takes it over. Boundary throw-in. So half-time approaching. We play nearly 24 minutes.
And you've got to think on this side of the ground, either side could score from here.
That's right. So boundary throw-in. I think this will be the Colac Imperials' lowest half-time score for the year. Has to be, I would imagine. And to do it on grand final day, which is obviously not ideal either. So De Lorenzo. Eddie put his head over the top of it. Arnold. Tannis. Caught. Should be ball.
Oh,
No.
he's in trouble. No.
Ball up. Craig Kerr gave him a bit of an out, Pete.
Yeah, he did.
So Imps 50 defeated Ayora back 41 in the A-grade netball grand final.
Oh,
now something's happened.
Happened off the ball.
Yeah, umpire missed it. Umpire, I think, didn't see it. De Lorenzo caught. Ball up. 50 plays 50 to 41 in the A-grade netball here. It's Alvie 5-5-35 lead. Imps 1-4-10, which will close in on half-time.
Yeah, Colac Imperials remarkable A-grade premiers.
Unbelievable.
Stair wins the tap out. Overruns it was Campbell Scott. Here's a chance now for Oscar Barrow. Got the hand pass over the top. Oh, Campbell crunching tackle. And Sam Marnie, that cat's head just stays on his neck. That's how hard it is. Almost normal. A normal human being would have his head ripped off then. Here's a chance now for Arnold. Defensive 50. Had a bit of time. Gets it out. It's going to go straight to Lockie Mulder. They need a reset, don't they, the Colac Imperials? Mulder's going to go inbound, and he finds Jensen Monahan in the centre of the centre reserve. Do they have a killer blow in this first half here, Alvie, in them? No. It's 5-5-35, Alvie. Colac Imperials 1-4-10. There's your halftime score. It hasn't been a game of the ages. It's a good game of country football, but the Swans are flexing their muscles in this grand final. Will Riddell with 2 goals. Lockie Mulder Link there, Jesse Williamson, the goal kickers for the Swans, and Stephen Cass, the only goal kicker for the Colac Imperials. We'll take a break, half-time wrap with the lads, and we'll be back for a big second half. Can the Imps come back, or are the Swans going to win their second flag in 3 years? Stay tuned here on your number one station for local footy, Mix FM.
On Mix FM.
No, Bailey's lurking, gets around one, caught with the ball again, no. Ball spills out to Foster, he has a snap, it's a goal!
Oh, he's got it.
Day Tubby has kicked at Jared Foster, that is an unbelievable goal! Goal at A contender, and the Cats get a much needed one before half-time.
It's a tap out, comes out to Fox. Thumping kick out of defensive 50 here, bring back a bit of stone.
Oh.
George Stephen takes the class over centre mark of the day. Very well to hang on. Ball up. Hughes grabs it out of the ruck. Another smother. I reckon we've had 6 or 7. Here's Curnow. Left forward pocket, Eduardo Curnow. Has kicked a goal at A contender.
Here, as they go inside.
Scott winds up. He puts it high. High inside the forward 50.
Oh,
that is a mark by McCartan. Sir Charlie McCartan flew. Diesel Foster sells some candy. Kick was smothered though. Chance for Melville. Melville snaps. Oh. Goal! That is Colac Imperials champagne football goal at A contender. Now for McKay, got the hand pass out over top to Melville. Melville's kick's gone right. McCartan takes a diving mark in front of Foster. Class over centre mark of the day.
Now on that occasion was Whedon. Hand passed out wide to McKay. He was good last week. Hacks the kick towards half forward. McCartan underneath it again. Too good.
Stop kicking it towards him.
Run of it. Grabbed it. Matthews just hacks the kick up towards the 50. Oh, good mark by Jesse Middleton. Class over centre mark of the day. Cutting her through Cunningham, who has a bounce.
Yeah, Richie's boy has a cheeky bounce. Is there going to be a centering kick? Spokes! Class over centre mark of the...
And 3-1 place, 3 behinds as Arnold takes the kick in there. Bailey Scott's underneath it there. Gee, that's a good mark. Class over centre mark of the day. Arnold. He's going to go even wider. Gee, I don't like the kick at all. And it's out of bounds on the full. Nope, it's been overruled. He thought about the bound umpire. He said, nah, stay.
Support is here for you. The experienced team assists with support coordination, support work and community activities. southwestindividual.com.au.
G'day, Jason here from Assassin's Weed and Vermin Control. Don't let capeweed, dock or any pest weeds or insects take over your property. Let Assassins take care of all your boom spraying needs. So give weeds and vermin the big A. Call Assassins today. 0418 133 167.
Ben Spokes at We Spoke Insurance Specialist can come to you with the ideal insurance to protect what matters most. You'll get market-leading personal service and advice with We Spoke Insurance Specialists. Find them on Facebook. Authorised representative of PSC Connect Proprietary Limited. Please consider all terms and conditions.
Quality and professional earth-moving solutions, that's LGK Earthworks, a family-run business tackling your rural, civil and projects. For a free, no-obligation quote, lgkearthworks.com.au. Check out their exceptional eye for detail on Instagram.
Ready to win $1,000 in cash?
Yes, please!
Simply purchase a $5 ticket to win big with Richardson Real Estate. Jump on the Facebook page or pop into the office on Murray Street. All proceeds go directly to Let's Talk Colac's Walk the Walk event, supporting mental health initiatives in our community. Don't miss your shot at $1,000 in cash. Grab your $5 raffle ticket today from Richardson Real Estate. You could be the lucky winner.
3, 4... Oh, I'm practicing mindfulness by counting my 10 original tenders. That's 10 little wins for 10 little dollars. In a piece has never been this affordable. KFC, FLG, not everywhere, not forever, pick up only.
Sports Power Colac are proud supporters of local footy and netball. Good luck to the CDFNL clubs and the Colac Tigers on the road to Premiership glory. If you need to restock the kit, see the team at Sports Power Colac, your local finals experts.
Powered by Sports Power Colac, FSR Equip, KFC Colac and Minerva Foods. This is CDFNL Live.
Half-time in the 2025 CDFNL Grand Finals. We welcome you back to the Central Reserve. But that threatening of rain has sort of disappeared. There's a bit of blue sky coming out for the half-time sprint. But for the Swans, they're in complete control of this one at the main break in the Senior Football Day lead by 25 points over the Colac Imperials, 5-5-35 to 1-4-10. Goal kickers, Will Riddell has a couple. Singles to Williamson, Lincoln Dare and Lockie Mulder. Well, the only goal kicker so far in this game has been Stephen Cash, but there was some much better news on the netball court for the Imperials. They won their first premiership in 11 years. They caused a big upset. They defeated Illawarra back 50-41 after the Bombers lost just one game for the whole season. And the Cats have done an unbelievable turnaround. They finished 8th last year. On board comes Eliza Carl, back to her junior club. She wins the best and fairest. She wins the premiership. And she gets best on court. That's what you call a dream season.
A pretty stellar season.
She is an absolute superstar. Hopefully we can hear from her much later on, hopefully after the game, if we can indeed as well. Stevcom stats, AJ, the free kick count's a bit high. It started to even up a little bit in that second term.
Oh, it absolutely did.
Alvie got a lot of it in the first term, but most of them, the majority were there.
Yeah, certainly have. 15 free kicks to half-time to Alvie, 14 to Imperials. In that second quarter, 11 free kicks to Imperials, just the 3 to Alvie. Major hit-out winner on the ground is linked there on Alvie's side of things. 25 hit-outs to half-time, 3 to Brody Stevens, 4 to Jared Foster. Pete, I felt Foster competed better in the ruck than Stevens did. That looks like a better matchup for me.
Yeah, it does at this stage. You'd hope that Brody, as he usually does, can work the game in the second half because they really need a presence up forward, and Foster's probably that better option up forward. But anyway, we'll wait to see how it plays out.
Major stats winners for Alvie so far, boys. 15 to Link Dare, 9 kicks, 6 handballs and a couple of marks. 11 to Jesse Williamson, 7 kicks, 4 handballs, 4 marks. 11 also to Lockie Rosevier, 11 kicks, no handballs, no marks on the Stevcom stat sheet. All single figures apart from those guys. Colac Imperials, Bailey Scott, 17 kicks, 7 handballs, 3 marks, 24 disposals to half-time. Boys, will he break a record today? He's going to need to if they're going to get up. A number of players on 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 5 players on 7 disposals. Jet Price, Mick Foster, Campbell Scott, Austin Arnold, Luke O'Shaughnessy, all on 7 disposals to half-time. Those leading stats winners to half-time thanks to Stevcom, boys. What have you seen, Drew?
Simpson just won the sprint, so Simpson will be taking home $1,000 to their footy club.
Oh, nice. Dash for cash.
Yeah,
dash for cash this afternoon.
And AJ, will we see if Imps don't get up? Could we see the Peter Featherston medalist be on the losing team?
How often does that happen, Pete?
I've never known it to happen.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
it probably has happened, but not in my memory.
Yeah, all right.
We'll go around the grounds just in case Colac Imperials won the A-grade netball. We'll go through the rest of the scores before we wrap things up today. In the other leagues this afternoon, we'll go through to have a look at the GDFL Grand Final, and that's shaping out to be a ripping finish there as well. That's 24 minutes into the third quarter. It's a low-scoring game. North Geelong lead 4-7-31 to East Geelong 3-6-24. Pete's happy about something because the Colac Tigers must be Colac Tigers 5-6-36. Trail St Mary's 7-7-49. Betty Bosley involved at St Mary's as well.
He's doing well, isn't he?
So a 13-point lead to St Mary's after Colac dominated the 4 of the first 5 goals of the game. And in the preliminary final in the Hampden League between Koroit and South Warrnambool, and that's even nicely poised at half time. Koroit 6-6-42 lead South Warrnambool 5-3-33. The winner of that to take on North Warrnambool in the Hampden League Grand Final at the Rideau would be played on Friday afternoon, which I'm actually going to go down and have a look at that.
Nice, Drew, I like
it. To be a ripping game because North Warrnambool, they got Sam McLaughlin, Nathan Vardy, who was unbelievable last week. Michael Barlow, gee, that's a fair team.
It is very.
Pete, what do the Cats have to do to have any chance of winning this grand final?
Yeah, this game is really on the knife edge for Imperials at the moment because if Alvie get the first couple of goals in this third quarter, the margin almost becomes... looks like too much, doesn't it, in a low-scoring game. Look, Imperials left a couple of goals on the table, and we talked about what's your statement you die on the hill for in footy, and bad kicking for goals, bad footy. So, they had a couple of opportunities there. They probably should have hit the scoreboard a little bit harder. They could have been a couple of goals closer, but instead, this 4-goal margin at half-time, it's tough from here for Imps.
The positive there for the Imperials that quarter, they stemmed the bleeding a little bit. They won the quarter by a point. That was a positive. But need to make some inroads on the score. We saw it there. Very, very good front, but very good at coming home hard. We all know that. You can't pull them out, but 25 points behind against an Alvie side, like I said, have every time they've won, been up to bleeding at quarter time. It's a hard ask.
Yeah, you think that Imps that Alvie are kicking to the scoring end this quarter, so Imps need to defend really hard and maybe reduce the margin by a goal or so in this quarter to give themselves a chance at three-quarter time.
Yeah, they need to make some inroads. They need to kick the first two or be within at least 2 kicks at three-quarter time to set up a grandstand finish here. They need to break their 30-year premiership drought.
And we've seen Alvie in that Lawn game when the pressure was really on in that last quarter. They played that kick and catch football, didn't they, in that last quarter? So they can really shut the game down. So Imps really need to reduce that margin. The run and gun footy is going to be hard to get going.
Got a half to go in the season 2025 as Jimmy Barnes blasts around the central reserve.
Yeah, good sound.
Yeah, absolutely
Yes.
indeed.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. Back with the last half of the 2025 season. Alvie in the driver's seat to win their second premiership in 3 years. Can they do it? They're 25 points in front. Or can the Colac Imperials produce a memorable second half fight back and end a 30-year premiership drought? The job's ahead of them at the moment. They're 1-4-10. We'll take a break. Back with that to find out at a Sunbathe Central Reserve on Grand Final Day after this.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live.
Ready to win $1,000 in cash?
Yes, please!
Simply purchase a $5 ticket to win big with Richardson Real Estate. Jump on the Facebook page or pop into the office on Murray Street. All proceeds go directly to Let's Talk Colac's Walk the Walk event, supporting mental health initiatives in our community. Don't miss your shot at $1,000 in cash. Grab your $5 raffle ticket today from Richardson Real Estate. You could be the lucky winner.
Big news, Colac. Bridgestone has arrived. Central Tyre and Auto is now your local Bridgestone service centre. Get unbeatable prices on Bridgestone and Firestone tyres. To celebrate, score a $50 wheel alignment when you buy 4 new tyres. That's over $50 in savings. Plus, there's more. Until the end of the month, get your 4th tyre free on selected Bridgestone passenger tyres. Huge savings, trusted service. Only at Central Tyre and Auto. Colac's new Bridgestone service centre on Jellybrand Street.
Upgrade your property with West Vic Garage Doors, your trusted roller door experts. Say goodbye to outdated squeaky doors and hello to style and security. Did you know if you have a pre-existing garage door, you can have it serviced every 12 months to maintain your warranty? Get in touch with the team at West Vic Sheds to make an appointment. West Vic Garage Doors, based at West Vic Sheds and Garages, Princes Highway, Colac West. Check them out on Facebook today.
Bobcat.
That's a name worth roaring about. And the biggest roar is coming from FSR Equip, the authorised Bobcat dealer for Southwest Victoria and specialist for Bobcat telehandlers. From construction to agriculture, Bobcat telehandlers offer unmatched versatility and strength with superior reach and lifting capacity. Bobcat telehandlers are built tough to handle any challenge. Follow the sound of the roar and get to FSR Equip, Hugh Murray Drive, Colac East. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Best deals for a fresh, clean home now at Harvey Norman. Experience the latest in air purifying technology with the Philips Pure Protect 4200i. Now $497. Save over $100. Clean up and save $150 on LG Cord Zero A9 Ace Stick Vac, now $248. Save $100 on Roborock Q Revo Edge C, now under $1,500. And pre-order the new EcoVax D-Bot T80 Pro Omni Robotic Vacuum and Mop at Harvey Norman.
Is home or business security on your mind? Trust Stevcom, a fully licensed and accredited installer. They can plan the best security solution for you. Alarm, CCTV or door access control. Don't risk it. Choose Stevcom for peace of mind.
Solomon's Flooring and Beaumont Tiles Geelong. Your complete reno needs under one roof. Tiles, tapware, baths, toilets, vanities, carpet, engineered timber, vinyl and blinds. They come to you for on-site measuring, installation and advice. Conditions apply.
Our legendary tradie on Mix FM.
Ben Spokes at We Spoke Insurance Specialists can come to you with the ideal insurance to protect what matters most. You'll get market-leading personal service and advice with We Spoke Insurance Specialists. Find them on Facebook. Authorised representative of PSC Connect Proprietary Limited. Please consider all terms and conditions.
Find your favourite mixes at Celebration Superstore Colac. Hard rated 30 can pack, $99. That's $99 for 30 cans of hard rated. Members only and Sunday. Only at Celebration Superstore Colac, 82 Bromfield Street.
Powered by Sports Power Colac, FSR Equip, KFC Colac and Minerva Foods. This is CDFNL Live.
Yeah, welcome back. CDFNL Grand Final. They call the third quarter the old school days the Premiership quarter. And I reckon it's right for this game's pecking. This is a crucial quarter for both clubs. If Alvie continue the march, you'd reckon they've got this Premiership in the wrapping paper, ready to go. Yeah, but if the Imps can salvage and kick a few and get back in this ball game, she's on at 3/4 time. It's a huge next 20 minutes. It's 5-5-35 Alvie, 1-4-10 the Colac Imperials.
Yeah, if Alvie win this quarter, you'd nearly say game over.
Yeah. But Pete, probably his first goal.
It's vital that Imps get that first goal.
Yep.
And it'll be interesting to see how they start. Do they start with Foster or Stevens in the ruck?
Yes.
They've got to get a presence down forward. And I'm not sure, do they roll the dice and throw Bailey down forward and see what they can get out of that? But they just
Darren Jarman type.
Yeah, they just need to hit the scoreboard somehow.
Yeah, it looks like Foster is going down forward. Pete.
Yeah, so Bailey's going to start in the centre by the look of where he's going.
Yeah.
Two Scots in the middle. I don't think we've seen Campbell in the middle earlier in the game. I think he's been playing on the outside.
Yeah, that's right.
Against Ben Eddy, Sam Marnie and Mulder there in the middle for Alvie. So this first centre clearance is going to be vital.
That music's distracting you, isn't it, Pete?
It is. I'm trying to hear.
Chrissy Barks with the DJ in today here at the Centre.
He's on the head pumping.
He's done a great job until he's put that song on.
So Strawn's gone to full forward again. Dom's playing in a pocket or just.
Dom's done. They've got nothing out of those guys today, which is a good sign for Alvie, but a bit of a worry for the Imps because they could unleash.
Yeah, that's right.
Indeed. Last half of the season underway with Craig Kerr getting us underway to start the third term. Well, Lincoln there pretty much uncontested, win it down. Campbell Scott's well tackle. And we're going to get a ball up here. Margin back to 6 points at the West Oval in Geelong between Colac and St Mary's. And the winner of that to take on St Joey's in 6 days' time at GMHBA. Here's the Scott brothers trying to combine here. Get their hands on off to Tannis here. They need the first 2 goals to at least the Cats to have any chance of winning. Mick Foster, here's a chance. Hand pass there, shocking bounce for Steve, but he laid a very strong tackle. Ball pin, and we're going to ball up inside 50.
Yeah, take on the ball there from Campbell Scott. Super.
Need some spark, that's for sure here. Sun-bathed. 4 seasons in 1 day here in Colac. It's a very cool afternoon. Mulder, Price, lurking around the stoppage again. Permazel, here's a challenger. Campbell Scott, was he leg? No, he wasn't. Stevens mops up for the Swans. His kick was well smothered. And a lack kick out of there that time by Marnie. O'Shannessy under metre there. Williamson almost grabbed it. Cunningham mops up for the Cats. Gets a hand pass out wide to Arnold. Arnold's had a great season. And speaking of good seasons, Bailey Scott's got the footy. Single-handedly tried to let the side back into this grand final. He's too far out to score. He's going to chip it. Foster there had to get there, made an earn of it. Good handball to Tannis. Within kicking distance. Hands to Wisby. Oh, great smother by Lincoln there. Saved a goal. Scott pushed out of it. No free kick. Melville gets around. He has a snap from 30. They need it. And he's got it. Could this be the fire starter for the Colac Imperials? They strike first in the second half. It's a golden age contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Oh, needed the first goal in this quarter and they got it.
Yeah, repeat entries, a great start there from the Imperials, and probably George Melville, he's had a good season, but he hasn't looked that dangerous during the finals, and that was a great finish there from George Melville.
Probably the most important goal of his season. He's got 26 now, margin back to 19, 2-4-16. Alvie 5-5-35, Greg Allen Farm Machinery score. But let's not forget, boys, the Imps can finish that game strongly, so they're not out of it completely.
They're not, so that could be the spark that we needed in this grand final. So Monaghan or Riddell fell over. Stacks on this one again in the middle of the ground. Umpire's going to come in and ball it up once again. This is the latest we've been in a game of football, I reckon, boys.
Yep.
So the margin... It's 8 past 4. We're in just in the third quarter. This is outstanding. Here's a chance now for the Swans. Ball kicked short and finds Monaghan. Takes the mark. So Jensen Monaghan across half back. He's going to kick now to centre half forward. O'Shannessy, though, gathers the footy. Gets it to Brock Stevens. Hand passes to Bailey Scott. Hand passes to Cunningham. Hand passes back to O'Shannessy. Good build-up here by the Imperials. Spokes. He's going to get a free kick, Jezza Spokes.
Yeah, kick was there.
So free kick, centre wing, goes in short and finds Tanis.
Free kick. There's a free kick here. It's going to the Imperials and a shot for goal for Melville against Permazel.
So downfield, Cam Rayner style. And Melville's got the free kick in the left forward pocket. This is huge. If he can kick 2 goals in a row, she could be on again. So George Melville will have a shot for goal 30 metres out. City end, KFC Colac end of the ground. This for his 2nd in a row.
This is, like you said, Maxie, this is a big kick.
It is, and he has been a good set shot for goal on the matches we've been at.
26 goals for the year. That's including his 1 goal earlier before. He comes in and he shanked the kick. That is a premium. What are we? The Burrow group.
Burrow legal.
Oh, gee, haven't we clanging that up now? And Jacob's got the footy. He's going to whoosh her out of defence.
And he did it like Noah Lyles did in the 200 last night in Tokyo. Ball's gone into the outer wing position there. Coming up to meet it at that time there was O'Shaughnessy, but he coughed it up. Williamson hand pass to De Lorenzo. They go back inside 50 again, but it's too wide. Out of bounds on the full free kick to the Cats in defence. So this next goal now is oh so vital in this grand final.
Yeah, you really feel like the game's tightened up now.
So that was a positive for the Imps and that to win that second quarter. It was only a point, but at least they've stemmed the bleeding. So O'Donnell brings the ball back in. Long kick. Oh, good piece of the body by Whedon, but couldn't quite take the mark. Here's Bailey Scott, kept the ball in. He just torps it up towards the centre wing position. Bouncing ball. Marnie should get it. He does on this occasion. Harassed by Price. He's in trouble. Holding the ball. Free kick. It's going to go to Price.
3 kicks this quarter. Colac Imperials 3, none Alvie.
70 metres out from goal here. So the Cats have come out breathing fire to start the third term. That kick there, over there to Barrow here. Dunbar's here. Stephen over puts his way through. He picks up the football. Hand pass along the ground. Play on to call. Here's McKay. Hands it to Bailey Scott. Was he taken high?
Oh,
yes, he was. And a shot for goal. This is big.
So this will be kick number 20 for Bailey
Scott. Yeah, game on, boys. Bailey won't miss this goal.
Oh, Bailey Scott has done everything he possibly can, and this is probably the most important kick of his career so far, to put the margin back to 13 points. And this is the closest they've been since the midway through the opening quarter.
If he misses this, Pete, I reckon I'm going to call it.
So Bailey Scott, no less than 20 metres out, 45-degree angle.
He's gone back for the Ben Brown run-up.
Oh, hadn't he ever?
Better on the run.
No, he said that every time and he's kicked it. So here we go. Bailey Scott, the Marnie medalist, coach of the year, kicks. And he has gold. The Cats aren't done with getting this grand final. They've kicked 2 in a row, and the margin back to 13 points, the closest they've been for the last hour. They're 3-4-22 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Alvie a 5-5-35. Third quarter, all thanks to Sports Power Colac. We played 6.25 minutes.
Let's see if Alvie can respond now. It's been a fantastic start to this third quarter by Colac Imperials. They're right back in this game. The pressure's back on. Let's see how Alvie respond now.
Yeah, let's not forget, boys, they've won the last 18 last quarters. Keep that in mind. They haven't lost the last quarter since round 2.
So, Wilbur Kerr back in the middle. Throws the ball up. Dare punches it forward. Strawn's got the footy. He's gang tackled in the middle. And it'll be another ball up.
And they did come from behind at half-time in round 11 and they got up and won. So, it's doable.
As Stevens wins the tap out, Dare's got the football. Kick was smothered. Kicked off the ground there by Jackie Chang, Lockie Mulder, but it's been marked by Theodore in his natural habitat, the defensive 50. I like him in the defence. His kick, though, wasn't good. Went straight to Link there. He's taken the mark, still in the centre square. Here's Lincoln Dare. He's been one of Alvie's best so far in the grand final. Kick was smothered. This could be costly now because the Imps are on the run. They're on the march. They're going to go inside the forward 50.
He's got
Can he
him.
find a target? Good work there by Jacobs. It's going to be a free kick to Stephen.
Downfield.
It's a free kick to Stephen. And George is directly in front of goal. KFC Colac into the ground.
What the hell
About
is
20 metres.
So, Maxi, Stevcom stats this quarter, Imperials 5 free kicks, Alvie none, Pete.
Yeah, look, that was interesting because I didn't see that Jacob's done anything wrong.
No, I think it was down the ground.
Yeah.
So, Georgie boy, 22 goals for season 2025.
This is massively important.
Directly in front, 20 metres out. He goes back.
Oh, he didn't like
He's
it.
missed.
He did not like it.
It's a behind. Kick that, Drew. He kicked that. What did he kick that like?
Like a cow with a cup of tea.
2-goal ball game, though. 3-5-23. Alvie 5-5-35. And you feel like the Imps are just clicking into material now. Into gear.
So, Rosevier's got the front footy now. Probably for the first real time today that Alvie have just feeling a little bit of the pressure. This is when the Imps made their move in the prelim last week. As Rosevier brings the ball back in there. He was looking for touch by Scott. It was clean. Comes out to Liam Mulder. Liam Mulder's kicked only as far as Wisby. Didn't really go. I thought it didn't go 15,
never
but
went
Wisby
15.
wants the corridor and he's got it just. Arnold's marked it. Defensive side of the centre. Bailey Scott's gone forward and he's going to go long. Scott's around it with Rosevier. Holding going on, no free kick. Ball spills to Jake. He fell to ground. Stephen hacked the kick forward towards the boundary and he's got it. Boundary throw in right forward pocket and you feel the momentum shifting, Pete.
You can. Bailey Scott's gone forward and he's creating havoc down there.
They're getting nervous, Pete. Every time it goes down there, Bailey Scott, they are getting nervous.
Boundary throw in 20 metres out from the Cats' goal. They are surging. Stephen beat to it by Dare. Yellen, hack goal by Price. He has a ping. It's going to stay in play. Bounced on the line, boundary throw in. So they're getting repeat stoppages inside 50. And for the first time today, they're putting Alvie under enormous pressure here.
So Rosevier, the matchup for Bailey Scott at the moment.
Boundary throw in. Stephen doing the ruck work. Dare. Here's a chance for Scott. Takes it. Hand pass to Campbell. His kick was smothered. Good tackle by Melville on Liam Mulder. And we're going to ball up. So the Cats are threatening. 10 gone third quarter. It's Swans by 12, but the Imps are coming.
They are. 15 out from goal. Can they snag one here? Dare. He's going to get a free kick to the Cats.
Wow.
Oh, the way of the whistle's going to the Imperials, and George Stephen pretty much where he had that shot a minute or so ago where he shanked it to the left. Can he kick a goal here this time? Directly in front, KFC Colac, end of the ground. This to bring the margin to 1 goal in the grand final. George Stephen, Premiership play for Lawn in 2019.
That's better.
Got it. He's kicked the goal. And she's on like Donkey Kong now. 4-5-29, the Colac Imperials. Alvia 5-5-35. That's your Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. And the Richardson Real Estate time clock says 11 minutes gone in this third quarter. All thanks to Sports Power Colac, where it's now depressive season where the footy gear goes and the cricket gear comes in.
And the athletics season too.
Oh, I like athletics. I don't like
A 1-goal game now, and all the players been at Imps end of the ground this
6
quarter.
free kicks this quarter, Pete to Imperials, none to Alvie.
Yeah, so
Stepcom stats.
Wow.
Need to be a bit more careful with their tackling, I think.
So we've got the grand final we wanted. The Cats are right back in it. They've kicked the last 3. 4 of the last 5 of the game. Back in the middle we go. Scott. Hacked off the ground by Strawn up to centre half forward. Clean bowls everybody. Liam Mulder trapped the footy. He's rolled tackle but broke the tackle. Strawn dispossessing the tackle by Cunningham. Mulder's kick was smothered. Here's a chance for Bailey Scott. He couldn't pick it up but he does on this occasion. Stevens. This is Brody. He's lifted. He hacks the kick to centre half forward. Scott got one high. No free kick. Ball spills to Hickey. Ball spilled out now to Stephen Cass. Got the hand pass away. Ball spilled out to Glennon. He's wrapped up. Ball pin, and we're going to ball up.
Oh, it's hot out there.
Oh,
no easy kicks.
All of a sudden, Alvie need the likes of Glenn Strawn to start sparking up, and the likes of Yeldon.
He really has the tap on a post. Yellen through traffic beautifully. This tack's on the right foot up to centre wing. Important contest to be won. Riddell got mitts to it. Couldn't quite take the mark, but grabs it off the second attempt. Kicks inside 50, looking for Dom. He has been very quiet. He did really well there, O'Donnell. He wanted a free kick. I'm not sure what for.
Deliberate. He wanted deliberate.
And a boundary throw in.
Insufficient attempt.
Yeah.
Will be a free kick next year, maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly.
So the Cats back within 6 points. They trialled at one stage by 27 points.
Seagulls evading Colac.
They've been here for ages. Boundary throw in here.
They're in the millions.
35 plays 29. Boundary throw in. Left foot pocket for Alvie. Lincoln there was shepherded, but umpire said it was fine. McKay lays a heavy tackle. We're going to ball up. So he just
throw a chip out there, Pete, or something.
Yeah, it's seagulls everywhere. Not used to playing footy this late in the day.
The last closest grand final we had would take you back to 2012 where Forest and Lawn played that epic grand final here. Ball spilled out down to Cunningham. Caught.
Oh, big tackle.
On Eddie. There's a ball up.
We had a few, though, in that time that were close at three-quarter time, didn't we? I think South and Illawarra back was under a goal.
Yep.
By memory, and then South clicked into gear. And likewise, Simpson and Illawarra back.
Oh, lurking at the front there. Back there was Riddell. As Scott's tackled again, we'll get a ball up. So repeat stoppages inside 50.
2016, Drew, I think. Birregurra maybe a kick ahead at South at three-quarter time, and then they clicked into gear, didn't they?
Yeah, it was anyone's game in the last 10 minutes as well. Dare punches it forward. Williamson grabbed and roved it and kicks a point.
You needed that, Pete. He's had a near almost extraordinarily great day, hasn't he, Jesse Williamson?
Well, he did the last final too. I think he kicked one forward, didn't he? So
margin back at 7 points now. That's their first score of the second half. They're 5-6-36. Imps are 4-5-29. We played 14 minutes in this on the Richardson's Real Estate Time Clock. They've been great sponsors of CDFNL Live this year. The third quarter, thanks to Sports Power Colac and Aussie. Arnold's doing the kicking duties.
Yeah, Arnold now winds up, kicks it on the outer side wing. Here's Bailey trying to get out of that tackle, though. Good work there by Mulder. They want holding the footy. Benny Eddie is just trying to explain to the umpire how to do the holding the ball signal. And didn't want to have a bar of him there was Timmy Whitehead. And one of the great umpires of season 2025, par one incident.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
No, we won't. There's Eddie. He kicks the ball inside the forward 50. Campbell Scott punches it forward. It's come out to Williamson, but he's tackled there by Campbell Scott. I reckon it's been pretty good, hasn't he? This grand final, Campbell.
Yeah, no, he has been. He has
Considering,
been.
I think it was about this time last week we thought he was done. He went off with that shoulder injury. But came on back on and played a big role in the prelim final. Mulder trying to gather the football there. I tell you what, I've been really impressed with Liam over this final series.
Yeah, no,
he's had a good year.
He has had a great year.
Ball comes out now to Scott. Last line of defence. Thumping kick out of the defensive 50. Big pack around this one. Good mark there by Eddie, or is it out of bounds on the full?
Was touched.
So it'll be a boundary throw-in just on the defensive 50 for the Imps. Attacking 50 for the Swans.
Kept the door open, haven't they?
They have. They've kicked it right open this quarter.
15 and a half gone. 7 points the margin in the grand final. Feel like it's a big next 5 minutes. Imps can hang on and keep the margin at this pace in this last quarter. Do they have the legs in the last quarter?
And more importantly, the Colac Imperials have won every last quarter since round 2, and that was against Alvie on Good Friday.
High throws it back up again. Dare wins the tap out. Eddie kicks forward. It's gone out of bounds. And I reckon they only lost that last quarter in the last 5 minutes, didn't they?
Yeah, well, it was a couple of errant kick-ins.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. And sort of cost them the game. So they are a very fit side. And that's why they've been so good to watch. They're run and carry throughout the year. Alvie, on the other hand, though, they had a good finish against Lorne. That qualifying final when we all thought maybe Lorne might run over the top of them. So here's O'Shaughnessy at half-back. Sends the ball down the middle of the ground, the central. Cass.
Oh, wow.
Good work by Haydos Hickey. The double H. Got it to Maragula. He's tackled. Got it to Permazel. To Carmody. Couple of young guns. Got it over to Yeldon. Yeldon kicks inside the forward 50. Trying to claim the mark there was Spence. Liam Mulder stacks on this one. It's a hot football.
Oh.
It's a hot granny. It's a 7-point margin here.
He's hot in the kitchen, all right. Umpire, let's get underway once again. Comes out to Arnold. Free kick, holding the ball, been picked out.
Whoa.
And it's going to Alvie, I suspect.
It's going to Alvie.
Is it going to Williamson?
That is Alvie's first free kick for this quarter, boys.
It's going to go... I'm just trying to pick it up. Is it Liam Mulder?
But he's looking like he's taking it, isn't
Yeah,
he?
I thought it was Williamson, but holding the footy, been picked out.
Mulder.
So Liam Mulder, we just spoke about him a minute ago, how good of a season he's had. He's a great story as well.
They need this goal, Pete.
Well, you'd think that he's on the right side of the ground to use the breeze.
He's directly in front. He'll kick from 35. Jeez, he got close to the man on the mark. It's swinging back. He's got it. Gee, that is a massive goal in the context of this grand final. Liam Mulder kicks a goal that A contender and ends the catch runner for unanswered goals.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Liam Mulder kicks just his 7th goal for the season. He's becoming more of a goal kicker this year. and takes them on to 6-6-42 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Imps are 4-5-29, 18 gone third term.
Seems funny to say it, but they, for a team that's in front, they badly needed that goal.
I think they need at least one more.
Yeah, because Imps are going to be coming home with their score and end.
18 minutes gone. Sports Power Colac, third quarter. Dare grabs it out of the ruck like he's Nick Nat Nui. Hand pass, Polly Farmer style, though, but it's been chopped off. Brock Stephen, good work there by Riddell. Thumps Alvie back inside the forward 50 again. Williamson, Whedon, backwards hand pass. De Lorenzo, almost picked up there by Cunningham. Whedon thumps the kick back into the centre corridor. It's going to be marked by Benny Eddy. Benny Eddy, though, sells a bit of candy. Thumps the ball back inside the forward 50. And it's been marked by Alvie.
Spence,
and Spence has taken it. Class over centre mark today. Nice little dump kick there by Eddie, but they've got the marking power there, Pete.
Yeah, they have.
To allow that sort of play.
Yeah, it's different when you've got the marking power down there. You can cause chaos with that dump kick, and Spence will cover the distance here.
Yeah, he's definitely better on the set shot.
Yeah, he is.
Aim on Spence. 9 goals for the season, 1 behind so far in this grand final for back-to-back goals.
He's shanked it.
He's missed it. Has it got through from behind? It has. Could be a handy point. We love them handy points. 6-8-44. They go now. 6-7-43, 4-5-29, 14-point ball game.
So it's starting to get dark here again.
Whedon to kick in.
So Trey Whedon in those flashy orange boots. That's a massive launch. Up towards the half-back flank. At the back, Marnie. Kick was partly smothered. Here's a chance for Scott. Kick, he was smothered on that occasion. Spokes. Kick underneath it there. Barrow couldn't take the mark. Ball's hanging around again, but well played in the end. That's on by on an occasion. That's on Marnie. He sees it back. High up and under kick again. That'll bring more rain. Daz on the Seaford. Couldn't quite get there. Here's danger. Williamson overran the footy. O'Shaughnessy been terrific. His hand passed. He coughed it up though. Chance here now for the Swans to mop up. They don't. They get a ball up in the end. Was Williamson lays a good tackle.
Ben Eddy's been important for Alvie this quarter.
Yes, he has.
Indeed. 55 out from the Alvie goal. This next few minutes before three-quarter time is so important. Williamson, particularly for the Cats, they cannot afford to concede the next goal. Otherwise, and have a mountain to climb with this dark clouds looming in the distance. Whitehead gets us underway again. Imps win the A-grade netball earlier today by 9. Eliza Cole best on court as Williamson takes it over. Boundary throw in. Left half, right half forward flank. Nick Hay Cricket Club into the ground. It's 50-41. So the scene is going to be set for a thrilling KFC Colac last quarter. Dare the tap. Beautifully right by Strawn. Inside 50 it goes. Well done by Whedon. Couldn't quite take it. Theodore gets back. Gets a hand pass away back to Brock Stevens. Brock Stevens' kick is high up towards centre wing, but no mark taken on that occasion by Permazel. Permazel here has the footy.
I think he paid the mark.
He paid the mark.
Premature whistle then.
Yep, so he's got the mark on centre wing. Don't know what happened there. So Permazel's got the footy. Kicks on towards left half forward. Oh, Lincoln Dare, look, the kid in the candy store just stood there and just laid it in his lap. He's got the footy. Good kick, looking for Strawn. Through the hands of Williamson again here. Dangerous times looking again for the Cats. Spikes sort of scooped it out really. Theodore well tackled. Ball pen will get a ball up, and it's got very, very dark here at the Central Reserve.
Well, lucky them lights are on.
6-7 plays, 4-5. We're in the time on, three-quarter time looming here. The Cats cannot afford to concede this goal here.
It is a crucial next 6 points coming up for either side. Stacks on this one. Scott throws in a tackle and a ball up again. About 35 out from the Alvie goal. 14 points the margin, 43-29. Dare wins the tap out. I reckon he's the early leader for the Peter Featherston medalist.
Yeah, I think you might be right, Max. He's had an amount to hit out.
Just thinking about the umpires and their memory banks. He does stick out to him. He's right in front of him all day too. But then I thought Fleekos was going to win it a couple of years ago. But the other bald-headed guy, Sam Vale, won it.
Yep.
So here's a chance now for the Imps. They're trying to kick short, not 15. Spoke's got it to Scott. Scott gets the hand pass out to Price.
Free kick.
And Scott's going to get another disposal. What disposal number is this, AJ? No, it's going to be Price.
32.
Yeah,
Price got the free kick.
Yeah, Razor dumped him after he got rid of it.
So Jet Price, one of the best names in football, thumping kick on the wing. Foster flew high, but a good mark there by Sir Will Jacobs. He's been super as well, hasn't he? Kick short and he finds Roosevelt. No free kick, goes by hand. Gee, he can even handball the ball 50 metres, can't he? And it'll be another ball up.
Last quarter underway at the West Oval. St Mary's 7-8-50, lead by 7 points over Colac, 6-7-43. That's 10 into the last quarter there at the West Oval. Winner to take on St Joseph's next Friday.
A couple of grand finals next Friday. Hampton League and the GFL. So some local footy fest if you get a little bit depressed after tonight. None in Colac. We've still got a couple of grannies you can go to either side of Colac too.
But Jet Price has done a good job on Lockie Roosevelt today too.
Yeah, Roosevelt hasn't had that big...
Troy at 9-7-61, lead Southbourne, 5-6-36. That's 17 into the third quarter there.
Here's a chance now for Benny Any. Thumps Alvie back inside the forward 50 there. Here's a chance now for Riddell. He's tackled. And it'll be another ball up. I reckon it's almost three-quarter time. It's got to be. We've gone 20, almost 24 minutes. We're almost at 4:30. We're almost ready to leave.
Yeah, we are.
CDFNL broadcasts. But we've got another quarter to go.
Oh, Umpy's gone down behind the play as Tannis. Now there's a free kick here, and it's going to go to the Colac Imperials.
And they were away too. They were away.
Yeah, he's paid a trip.
Yeah, and I reckon he collected Timmy Whitehead in the process. Accidentally, I must say. So the free kick here will be taken by Campbell Tannis. What's his stats, AJ Campbell Tannis, thanks to Stevcom?
4 kicks, 4 handballs, 2 marks on the Stevcom stat sheet, Drew.
A very solid season from him. 24 and a half gone. Not a lot of time left. Imps have kicked the first three of the quarter, but the Swans through lightly and Mulder kicked a very important goal as Tannis receives the hand pass. Chipping ball out wide to Cunningham on the wing. He's gone to park and play on, which he does now. Gets rid of it just. That kick's okay to Brock Stevens. They're away. Kicks inside 50. Roosevelt. Got it. Class Harbour centre mark of the day. That was a big mark. He needed to took it. He needed to stay cool.
Imps were out there too.
They were. So we can happy to run down the clock. The Swans are standing firm. He kicks to centre wing. Campbell Scott got up high. He couldn't take it. Ball spills to Foster. Caught. Got the hand pass just. Wisby has the footy now. Gives it back to half back. Back it goes there to Theodore. I heard a whistle there.
Yeah,
but
so did I.
Yeah, I did.
Someone's screaming.
Free kick. Campbell Scott marks on the wing. 25 minutes gone, third term. Can't be long to go. Good kick to Foster. This is Mick. He wants to play on. He's 65 metres from goal.
Oh, he's going to have a shot.
He has no other choice.
Too far.
To a Malcolm Blight, Mickey, go.
He's going to have a pig. He can't play on. It doesn't matter. Jeez, he got a fair roost onto it.
And he went over the mark too, so it's play on.
So the scene is set for a big KFC Colac last quarter. The Swans have led all day, but the Cats have put themselves within a chance of ending a 30-year premiership drought. It's three-quarter time in the 2025 grand final. It's Alvie 6-7-43. Lead the Colac Imperials 4-5-29. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned to Mix FM on the Listener app or on the Mix FM website. This last quarter of what has been a fantastic season is coming up after the break, so stay tuned. The Swans lead by 14 points. No, Bailey's lurking, gets around one, caught with the ball again, no. Ball spills out to Foster, he has a snap, it's a goal!
Oh, he's got it.
Day Tubby has kicked at Jared Foster, that is an unbelievable goal! Goal at A contender, and the Cats get a much needed one before half time.
It's a tap out, comes out to Fox, thumping kick out of defensive 50 here, bring back a bit of snow. George Stephen takes the Class Harbour centre mark of the day.
Very well to hang on.
Ball up. Hughes grabs it out of the ruck. Another smother. I reckon we've had 6 or 7. Here's Curnow. Left forward pocket, Eduardo Curnow. Has kicked a goal at A contender.
Here, as they go inside.
Scott winds up. He puts it high inside the forward 50. That is a mark by McCartan. Sir Charlie McCartan flew. Diesel Foster sells some candy. Kick was smothered though. Chance for Melville. Melville snaps. Goal! That is Colac Imperials champagne football goal at A contender. Now for McKay, got the hand pass out over top to Melville. Melville's kick's gone right. McCartan takes a diving mark in front of Foster. Class Harbour centre mark of the day.
Now on that occasion was Whedon. Hand passed out wide to McKay. He was good last week. Hacks the kick towards half forward. McCartan underneath it again. Too good.
Stop kicking it towards him.
Run of it. Grabbed it. Matthews just hacks the kick up towards the 50. Oh, good mark by Jesse Middleton. Class Harbour centre mark of the day. Running around through Cunningham, who has a bounce.
Yeah, Richie's boy has a cheeky bounce. Is it going to be a centering kick? Sparks! Class Harbour centre mark of the...
And 3-1 place, 3 behinds as Arnold takes the kick in there. Bailey Scott's underneath it there. Gee, that's a good mark. Class Harbour centre mark of the day. Arnold. He's going to go even wider. Gee, you don't like the kick at all. And it's out of bounds on the full. No, it's been overruled. He thought about the bound round umpire, said, nah, stay.
None. With over 30 years in the business, this family-owned dealership has stacks of vehicles ready to go. Finance available online, plus free delivery across Victoria. Check out the full range at ballaratscheapestcars.com.au or visit the dealership on the corner of Howard and Burbank Streets, Wendouree. LMCT 12622.
How does this sound? Slow-cooked brisket from Meat Crew. Tender, smoky, pull-apart perfection. Piled onto your choice of soft rolls, topped with crunchy slaw, served hot. That's Meat Crew on Forest Street in Colac. And dinner done.
A hard-working tractor on the land makes all the difference. Get one that delivers serious value too. Check out the Deutz-Fahr 4E GS series of tractors from 76 to 102 horsepower. Only at Swain & McCabe Colac. Right now, when you buy a Deutz-Fahr 4E GS tractor, you'll get a free stall loader and bucket, valued at nearly $7,000. Only available until September 30 or while stocks last. Don't miss out. Visit Swain & McCabe Colac today.
Bobcat. That's a name worth roaring about. FSR Equip is the authorised Bobcat dealer for Southwest Victoria and specialist for Bobcat mowers and compact tractors. From the residential ZT 2000 to the commercial grade ZT 7000, Bobcat mowers provide a flawless cut every time. Need more muscle? Bobcat compact tractors are built to tackle any job with ease, from mowing to heavy lifting. Follow the sound of the roar and get to FSR Equip. Hugh Murray Drive, Colac East. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Heading on an adventure or tackling that DIY project? This weekend, show your RACV card at Repco Colac and get 20% off store-wide. Conditions apply. Repco Colac, what an auto store ought to be.
Powered by Sports Power Colac, FSR Equip, KFC Colac and Minerva Foods. This is CDFNL Live.
Oh, we got 1 quarter to go in the 2025 season. That will be 6-7-43, leading the Colac Imperials 4-5-29. Stefcom stats quickly, AJ.
16 free kicks, Alvie, 22 Imperials, 46 hit-outs linked there, 6-2 Brody Stevens, 7 to Jared Foster. Leading stats winner for Imperials, 32 Bailey Scott, 21 kicks, 11 handballs, 4 marks. Alvie linked there, who's on 11 kicks, 7 handballs and 4 marks, 18 disposals to 3/4 time. Those are leading stats winners. Thanks to Stefcom, boys.
Pete, who wins? I think Imps might run over at the top of them. I've just got that feeling. They looked really hot that quarter. They just left a couple on the table, but it's where you want a grand final to be at 3/4 time, in the balance, and it's certainly in the balance. But can Link Dare continue to control that centre square? That'll be the one. Brody Stevens needs to really step up here in that last quarter.
Imps have won 18 of 20 last quarters this year. They have to come from 14 points behind. The last quarter of the season's underway thanks to KFC Colac. Here we go. Here's Campbell Scott now. Westing and Welsing. Kicks up towards the 4 forward zone. Barrow's been good. Rosemary paddles it forward. Here's a changer. Scott grabs it from 48. Goes to the hot spot. Stevens down there. Good punch away. Ball spills to Monaghan. Hand pass to Barrow. He had a Novi fumble. Wants to call Stephen. His kick was partly smothered off the boot. And it's gone through for the first score at the final term. Margin back to 13 points.
Hot start here for Imps.
So George Stevens kicked 1-2 so far. He's kicked them all in this second half as Roosevere thumps it up to centre wing. Lincoln Dare's got the box seat. Well done by Stevens. Put the ball to ground. Arnold's had a great season. He's well tackled. Ball's still in dispute. Scott's around the footy. Throw been picked out. It's going to go to the Swans. Probably a bit lucky there, I reckon. Free kick will go to Will Waddell. He's kicked 2 goals today in this grand final. Got close to the man on the mark again. Mulder underneath it there. O'Shaughnessy well played. In fact, it's Campbell Scott. He's away with a bounce. Good shepherd by Cunningham. He's got the middle. Kicks up towards the wing. Melville's there. Spikes is there with him. Monaghan couldn't quite take it cleanly. Here's a chance for Melville. Just got rid of it in the thick of time. It's a high tackle. It's going to be a free kick down the ground. I think Foster marked it. I think Mick Foster has marked it. So a shot for goal here from Mick Foster.
Oh, he's a bit behind his range here, surely.
Campbell Scott's hovering. No, he ignores it. So Michael Foster directly in front. Diesel, Pete.
Yeah, look, I'd give him a chance from here, but he's going to be at his full length.
He'll kick from 45, directly in front. Kicks on its way. He stumped it pretty well. It's tightening away to the left. Price! Has he paid the mark? No. Good tackle. Ball up. Gee, that was a good effort there. Left foot pocket for the Cats, who are pressing yet again. Margin 13 points, 2 gone last term.
You feel like all the runs with Imperials at the moment.
Yeah. As I said, Drew, he's absolutely fantastic in last quarters. Link there wins the tap out. Bailey lurking in the left forward pocket. Another ball up or ball in. So 13 points the margin. Crucial first goal in this KFC Colac last quarter. Crucial.
Alvie have only kicked 2 goals since quarter time.
So boundary throwing deep inside the Cats forward 50. Stephen kicked off the ground there, went straight to Richie Boy in Cunningham, sends it back inside the forward 50, but Will Jacobs, Mr. Reliable.
Not the kick they needed there.
Class other set a marker that he's had a wonderful grand final today, Will Jacobs. He's going to wind out, put it outside the defensive 50. Monahan's there, comes out to Liam Mulder. Liam Mulder kicks. Goes and finds a teammate, though, in Strawn, who kicks it inside the forward 50. Dom takes the mark.
Gee, that was good build-up there. That was probably the best passage of play for the entire game today.
Champagne Alvie football there down the wing, and Dom there, who hasn't been sighted, has been in witness protection in this grand final, could unleash and kick the first goal of the KFC Colac last quarter.
He kicked one from here in the qualifying
He
final.
did, yeah.
Memory, so.
No, very similar position, so you would think he covered the distance. It's just a matter of accuracy.
Yeah,
the Coleman medalist could put a dagger right in the middle of the Colac Imperials' heart if he can nail this one. The coach kicks.
No.
Misses.
Misses a lot.
He's missed a lot. Well, that's his first kick of the day, AJ.
No, he's had 3, Maxi, on the Stevcom stat sheet.
That was his first shot, though. So 6-7, 43, Alvie. Imps, 4-6, 30, 13 points the margin. KFC Colac last quarter, 4 minutes gone on the old Richardson real estate time clock, and that scoreboard all thanks to my mate, Greggy Allen.
So you go to KFC Colac now, you get 10 chicken tenders for $10. It's a risky kick in. Arnold mops up, gets it back to Theodore. Chipping ball. Brock Stevens. The umpire thought about putting the whistle to the mouth, but he let play go on. It was a good call.
Didn't that remind you of a play back on Good Friday? Cost them a game
yes,
too.
It did, yeah. Kick in from full back, really costly.
So
That was
left
from out
forward
of bounds,
pocket
of
here
course.
for Alvie. First goal here will make it, if they get the first, as I said, it'll make it very tough for the Cats. Thrown in, Williamson. Oh, broke the tackle. Pops it high. It's up to the 20 out from goal. Arnold's there. Long rise, Riddell. Caught. Breaks the tackle. Kicks for Shank. De Laurento trapped it. Hand pass back to Riddell. Caught. Good tackle. Play on call here. They've chopped up the airball. No, they haven't. Stevens, will he take it high? Holding the footy. Take your pick. Play on the call. Gee,
He's put the whistle away now.
Good. Put it in the back pocket. Leave it there.
Put a hole in the footy or in the back or two. It doesn't matter. Good umpiring by Timmy Whitehead. 5 gone final term. Alvie lead by 13 points.
Ball up, still inside the forward 50 for the Swannies. They're pressing. There's a chance for Yalden. Sam Marnie's lurking. And it'll be a ball up. Last quarter last year, Law just packed the bus, remember, boys, and made it pretty much a dead rubber. Era or about couldn't break them through.
And then the rain came.
I feel like the Swans, at the moment, are trying to do the same here, but if they can just get one more goal, I think they'd be happy. 13 points the margin.
Yeah, I think it's too early to park the bus, boys.
I think they just need the next one, and then I think they'll start to do that. What they did against Lawn a few weeks ago. Here's a chance. Yeldon, tackled by Scott, and he's going to be pinned.
Oh!
No, I was looking at Tim Whitehead. He was about the dance, but then I saw Conley Wilbur's like, no, I'm going to ball it up. So ball up, still inside the 450 for the Swans. 13 points the margin. Dare wins the tap out. Dominated this grand final in the ruck today. Tannis, kick forward. Chance for Melville. He's been lively. Comes out to Roosevelt. Kick was smothered. He was on the 50. Cunningham's there. Richie's boy. He's tackled again. Another ball up inside the forward 50 for the Swans.
Tough to get a clean possession at the
Smart
moment.
what Alvie are doing. That's very smart. They're just chewing up time, keeping stoppage up to stop.
Dare grabs it, hand pass it, free kick to the Lincoln.
It was there. It was there.
So Link will go back directly in front and could make a big statement in this grand final. He's already kicked the one so far.
No. Surely not.
So the ball wasn't thrown exactly back to Lincoln.
It wasn't thrown anywhere near him.
Talking 50.
Wasn't thrown anywhere
They're trying
near
to
him.
do their sales rep chatting there, the Alvie boys. But Link there takes a breath. He's had a wonderful 2025 season.
Kicks this. It's a huge margin to overcome.
For his second goal of the grand final.
Missed it.
Missed it. The silence is deafening. And it's one behind. Margin is 14 points, 6-8-44. The Swans. Imps 4-6-30. So the Dare brothers have had a couple of opportunities to almost put the game to bed.
Good kill. Oh, Stevens there couldn't quite take the mark. He needs to recover this, which he can. Eddie did well, though, but couldn't get the tackle cleanly. Theodore caught, gone. Big play by Marnie. And that's also a premium group painting play of the day contender because the Cats are away.
Good work there from Marnie.
He's a ripper. He's had another good year. And Sam Marnie's got the footy. Long kick to the hot spot. Lincoln Dare's in the prime position. Got bit, still couldn't take the mark. Arnold gets back there. Ball spilled out to Strawn. Here's a chance for Ralia. He goes for goal. It's across the face of goal. Campbell Scott should mop this up and allow Dom there. Oh, Dom was brilliant there. Put his elbow. Should get a free kick, surely. And he's going to peg him.
Oh, no.
He dived on it.
He did dive on it. It was either that or too high. But Campbell Scott needs to go, which he does. And he's going to kick it to the right front row broadcast position. Oh, Glennon couldn't quite take it. Boundary throw in. Gee, the nerves are setting in as we approach the 8.5-minute mark of this last quarter. No goals have been kicked. That's a win for Alvie, but the Cats need to get a move on to set up a grandstand finish as the Clouds continue to hover.
I think the Bears kicked in. Crowds are getting a little bit restless now. 14 points the margin. No goals kicked so far in this KFC Colac last quarter. Dare wins the tap out. Dare roves his own football. Dare kicks the ball. Turnover. Cunningham, half back. Inbound kick. Finds Whedon. Oh, wasn't played a mark. He sort of rugby passed it to Scott. Kicked off the ground there by Cunningham. Creates some magic now. Monaghan. That is Regan Monaghan.
That's silly.
And it's going to be a free kick to the Swannies at half back.
He didn't need to do it.
He didn't need to do that. That was careless.
He's had a good grand final, Riggs.
He's a very underrated player. He rarely gets beaten one-on-one.
Half back. He's going to go down the guts of the centre reserve. Big pack around this one. There's lurking. So's O'Shannessy. Hair pass. Got a clip.
Oh, that's undisciplined there.
Yeah.
There's a few just swinging elbows going on now.
Yeah, you got to keep
it's
this.
going to be the heat in this game now.
Just going to need to settle here. Needs cooler heads prevail as a grand final be won.
Premiership up for grabs. McKay's got the football. We still haven't got a goal in this last quarter. McKay kicks. Centre half forward. It's been marked by Stephen. He had Scott left of him. He puts it inside the forward 50. Looking for Foster. It's going to go out of bounds. Boundary throw in right forward pocket. Netball court side of the ground here.
Don't want to be giving away cheap free kicks now.
We've gone 10 minutes. KFC Colac last quarter. 14 points the margin.
And you see Alvie here, boys. They've really flooded the stoppage here. There is numbers everywhere.
Umpire to throw it back into play. Dare overruns it, but he gathers the football, gets ball in the boot. Scott, Bailey.
No,
Bailey!
really?
You're kidding me!
What a goal!
Unbelievable! He kicked that. He pulled a rabbit out of his backside up against the boundary. Goal of the day, goal of the year, goal of the millennium stuff.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Oh my God!
Pete Mulher jumped off his swivel chair.
It's
his glasses are falling off.
Only Bailey Scott.
AJ's pants are falling down. It's all happening here at the Central. What a goal. How the hell did he kick that? 5-6-36, 6-8-44, 11 gone. KFC Colac last quarter. Oh, My hat almost fell off.
Game on, Pete. Against the flow of play for the last 5 minutes too. That was an outstanding goal from Bailey Scott.
He's just kicked one of the great grand final goals. So game on in this grand final. Arnold out of the centre, kicks up towards half forward. Important ball to be won here. Hickey gets out to meet it. Here's danger again. Scott, good handball now to Melville. Was he taken high? Yes, he was. Free kick advantage paid. Here's Cass, rides up from 40. He goes for goal, and he hits the post. One behind.
This is an important kick in, Pete.
Absolutely. He'll go to the defensive side this time.
Margin back to 7 points. 11.5 gone final term in this KSC Colac. Roseviers unlicensed with a monster top up. Wow! That is 100 metres. Right, Riddell's around the footy again. Arnold, was he taken high? No, he wasn't. Ball pin, ball up centre wing. Oh, the tension is growing here in this grand final, Pete O'Hara.
Alvie side of the centre wing from the kick out. What a great kick there from Roseviers.
What a goal by Bailey Scott. I can't believe it.
Umpire throws it up, centre wing here. Dare wins the tap out. Comes out now to Campbell Scott. He's going to be a ball up. Oh, gee, Timmy Whitehead. I tell you what, there's a couple of times where I feel like he's just going to flick the arms back, but he doesn't. Bit of great solid acting by the great umpire, Timmy Whitehead. Umpire throws it up, centre wing here. Dare wins the tap out. Mulder's there. Burrows next to him. Mulder.
Free kick.
It's going to be a free to the Swans.
Yeah,
centre wing.
Lockie Mulder's got the footy.
So
he's had a really important part in this grand final as well, Lockie Mulder.
Yeah.
I don't know how many touches he's had, but he's
10 on the Stevcom stat sheet, Drew.
Yeah, but he's been important in most parts of the game.
12.5 gone. KFC Colac last scored. Here's a chance now. Jesse's lurking, ball up, ball in. 13 minutes gone. I reckon we've got 10 to go.
Yeah, I reckon you're right.
About 23 minutes this quarter will go for unless we get a few more goals kicked. I've only got the one, and it was an absolute rip. If that's the last goal that I call, I'll take that to the bank with me.
For sure. Boundary throwing. Lincoln Dare won the tap down through the legs of Campbell Scott. Coming through on that occasion, O'Shaughnessy's had a terrific season. And we'll get a ball up the air. It's won the A-grade netball. They're ended 11-year Premiership drought earlier today. The Swans clinging onto a 7-point lead here. They've led for the large chunk of the afternoon. Dare wins the tap down. Aussie Arnold throws it. Just hacks the kick to centre wing. Bailey Scott's lurking. Burrows there as well. Bailey Scott tried to take it but couldn't do so on the second attempt.
He's the most nervous man on the ground when you're one out with Bailey Scott.
Especially now, when there's actually something more higher to play for.
Yes.
Warren McKay, Big H and Adam Bayer Harris nervous on the bench for the Cash. Shane Quick, Johnny Cole and the rest are nervous there on the LV bench. They know what's at stake. 14 gone in this last quarter. It's a 7-point lead to LV. The Cats have dominated the game since quarter time. Ball spilled out. Coming up to meet it again was Liam Mulder. Good handball to Barrow. Got to be quick. He got the kick forward just in the nick of time. Theodore, he was rushed out of him. He got one high free kick. So the Cats got the free kick at half back. He goes up towards the wing position now. What a mark!
Intercept.
What a mark! Is that Lincoln Dare?
Yep.
It's him again.
He's taken a sensational class over centre mark of the day. McKay was $1.01 to mark it, and Lincoln Day said, "That stuff ya. I'm going to take it." He's got long up towards the wing. Coming up to meet at Williams, Riddell, sorry. Was he out with chop? No, he wasn't. Cunningham overran the footy. Coming up to meet it again, Liam Mulder. Liam Mulder got one high. He's going to get a free kick down the ground.
Oh, this could be costly.
And that is a massive free kick.
Oh, no.
It was there, Pete.
I know it was there.
Yeah.
But you just got to be disciplined this time of the game. You can't give away cheap free kicks.
Dom Dare, he has one of those days. He's been very quiet. But this is probably the most important kick of his career.
Ben Eddy limping to the bench.
Yeah, but let's not forget he had that coming off the injury in the qualifying final.
They don't want extra time, LV, Pete. They don't want it.
No.
They need this goal. They need it. From the superstar spearhead. He'll kick from F35. This will give the Swans some breathing space. Comes in from 30, kicks, and he has missed.
Oh, boy.
Just keeps the door open for the Imperials.
What was your statement at the earlier in the pre-game? Bad kicking, bad footy.
6-9 plays 5-7. I reckon we've still got 7 or 8 minutes left in this grand final. It's turned into a beauty.
It has. All of a sudden, the grand final opened up here, but a good mark by Dalarenzo. Your beauty. Intercepts the mark. Couple of kicks away from goal. Winds up. Is this going to be the killer blow now? Oh, Bailey Scott almost marked it in the back line. Here's Williamson. Can Williamson? Behind. He's kicked 1 goal 3. Almost outdone Bailey Scott with a goal that A contender. 9 points to margin now. 6-10-46. 5-7-37. They've had their chances, the Swan, to put the Imps to bed in this last quarter, but they haven't. And the Imps won't go away. Ball kicked out of defence. Monaghan couldn't take the mark.
Free kick.
But he's going to get a free kick here. Just got to listen to your Uncle Pete, your great Uncle Pete. Don't be disciplined. Just be right.
Yeah, that's right.
Monaghan, cheeky kick to Stevens. It was all right. Here's the double H, Hayden Hickey. Kicks
back to where they started.
Back to where they started.
They've started this pretty smart here, the Swans. So know the Imps are full of running, and they're playing just keep things off at the moment.
17 gone. 9 points the margin. O'Shannessy couldn't take the mark. Pack around this one. Another ball up in the side, the forward 50. They need a goal in the next 2.5 minutes, I reckon, before we get to time on. The Imps, if there are any chance to win this grand final. Big pack around this, big stoppage, somehow comes off hands. Here's a chance here again for Mulder. He wanted a high tackle for a ball up. Still in the pocket.
Good tackle from Stevens there.
Yep. Umpire throws it back up. Dare wins their tap out. Riddell was charging through. Scott's there as well. Big pack around this again. Another ball up in the right forward pocket.
Again, they're wasting time here. They can't. They just don't want to get this ball out, Alvie.
Umpire throws it back up. Dare wins the tap out. Scott's got the football.
Oh, that's all right.
And another ball up again.
Scott's always got the football, Max.
That's true. 18 minutes about to tick by. Almost time on. 9 points the margin.
Imps have kicked the only goal of the final term. It's one of the best goals you'll ever see. But Alvie are very, very happy to run this down. We'll get a ball up yet again. They've been the masters of this. They've led all day, the Swans. But the Cats have been resurgent. They've been gallant in defeat whether they go down or not. Here's a chance for Cunningham. He's gone holding the footy. No. Ball spilled out to one, and he's caught. That will be a ball up again. Gee, they got away with one there.
Yeah.
So ball to be thrown up.
Just letting everyone know North Geelong have won the CDFNL Premiership. Peter Riccardi, get around
here. Yeah, good's that. And a free kick. It's going to be kicking in danger going to the Cats. They need to get a move on. Bailey Scott's got the footy. What a fair turnaround for North Geelong it's been. Kick into the corridor. He had to do
intercepted.
And it's intercepted by Regan Monaghan.
Take your time.
He's attacking the edge of the square. Time ticking down. Next goal will probably win it for him. Kick it towards Dom there. Well done at the back by by Brock Stevens, I should say. George Stephen. He's caught, but he got rid of it. O'Donnell to Wisby. Hand pass to Bailey Scott. He's done everything he can. Good kick to Spokes. He's marked it. Centre wing, defensive side, hands it off to Wisby. Had a fantastic season. Good kick to Campbell Scott. He's got no one to kick to. He's going to go inside 50. It's going to go for an open goal. It's bouncing. It's bouncing across the face. Jacobs getting back, and he's decided to smartly rush it through for a point. Yeah, that was smart.
That was good work from him, sir. They moved the ball well. They were just unfortunate they had the no one there for the final kick.
Alvie have done this smartly, boys. 9.5 gone. Alvie lead by 8 points, 6-10-46. Imps are 5-8-38, and I reckon if Alvie can chew off another 2 minutes without doing too much damage or getting a goal conceded, I think the premiership is theirs.
Take it for another minute, Drew. Take it for another minute, mate.
Yeah, at least I said the next couple of minutes.
No, I said you take it for another minute, mate.
Okay, kick long up towards the wing position. Oh, Lincoln Dare got one high, not free kick. Ball's gone over the line now to play. Boundary throw, and we're into time on with a few minutes left in this grand final. The Swans got the jump, but the Cats have made a game of it. And there's still a few minutes left. Boundary throwing. So we're still got at least another 8 minutes to play. At least 7 or 8 minutes.
5
minutes according to the timekeepers. Here we go. Here's Bailey Scott. Takes it away. Kicks to the hot spot. Numbers down the knee by Will Jacobs again. He has been sensational. I reckon he's one of the chances for the Featherston medal. Jeez, he's been that good. And he has it in the last line of the fence again for Alvie.
So Jacobs now. He's going to wind up, kick it out of defensive 50 for the Swans. Barrow couldn't take the mark. Tannis is lurking. Time's now. You got to throw the kitchen sink. You got to throw the kitchen cupboards. You got to throw the bathroom. You got to throw the whole bloody farm at them.
Throw the toys out of the cot.
Just go nuts. Go whooshka. Rather lose this grand final by 3 goals than lose it by 9 points at the moment. Cunningham's there.
Oh, well done.
Mulder. They've just been cool in a crisis, haven't they, at times, the Swans. It's going to be another boundary throw-in. 21 gone. 8 points the margin, 46 to 38.
Bailey Scott's been amazing. He's still
39, Pete.
At every contest too, isn't he?
He's doing everything he can to try and lift his side over the line.
Willie's side to a premiership. Here he is again with a tackle.
Oh, see ya.
Spills out to Link there. He's been mighty fine. Arnold
what
takes
a
the
mark.
mark. Arnold takes the
Here
mark.
they go.
At half-back. Can they create something there? Kick wasn't good. Fell over, though, was Stevens. Chance for Spokes. Spokes now kicks. Good punch
done,
there by Rosevier. The fist of fury of Lockie Rosevier. who don't worry about that leg, Pete. It's that fist that just went whooshka.
The golden fist, Max.
Punched it to the canteen.
God bless his soul, Danny Frawley up in the heavens. Boundary throw in centre wing, 22 minutes gone. Few minutes still to run on the clock. Mulder was thrust out of it. Moralia breaks the tackle. Hand pass to Lockie. Mulder's been important. Kick looking for Dom there. And he's going to get a free kick. Don't think there was a lot in it.
Too far out.
Dom there's 50. Man on the mark is 52 metres out.
He's probably too far out, Pete, but take your 30 seconds.
Yeah,
It's smart. It's actually pretty smart.
Yep.
But he's, like I said, he kicked one from pretty much the same spot in the qualifying final a couple of weeks ago. And this, if he kicks this,
yes,
Alvie's premiership will be theirs.
He'll kick from 52 or 53.
So he hasn't troubled the scorers. In fact, he's only kicked the one behind today. 2 behinds. Comes in. Jeez, he got close to the man on the mark. It's going. It's going to land 5 metres short to the goal square. Williamson's around the footy. Tanner's there, just a little fumbly. Well done by Williamson. Pushing him out about, did a somersault while he had it. Boundary throw in left forward pocket again for Alvie. Time continues to tick. We played 23 minutes. Alvie hanging on to an 8-point lead. It's turned into a terrific arm wrestle this grand final after Alvie kicked the first 4 goals of the game. Since then, the Cats have worked their way back, but all their efforts has been phenomenal today. Boundary throw in left forward pocket. One down at that time by Foster. This is Brad. Gives it up to Brock Stevens. Brock Stevens just hacks the kick. They're looking for the boundary. Monahan wants them to go out, but he doesn't want to do so. He runs his fair way too.
Oh, dangerous kick.
Danger kick towards the corner. Boulder! It still couldn't take it. Permazel roves it nicely. Break the tackle. Hands it off to Barrow. Hands it up wide to Monahan. This is Jensen. He goes towards the forward pocket. Lincoln Dare's there. Punched away Foster. Numbers here with the Swans again. Taken by O'Shaughnessy. Caught by Williamson. We'll get a ball up.
Oh.
24 minutes gone. This has been a wonderful arm wrestle.
Oh, what a roll of the dice.
Swans by 8 points. 24 gone final term.
Oh, boy. Here we go. 8 points the margin. Chancey now for Tannis. Thumping kick out of defensive 50. Price.
Oh!
Pass. Lost his head. No free kick.
Wow.
Jeepers. Creepers. Lemon squeakers. Here comes Permazel.
What the
and he
hell?
finds Jensen Monahan.
Wow,
Takes a
way.
courageous mark. And he's just going to take the air and the stuffing out of this one. Take his time, Jensen. He sends the ball inside the forward 50 for the Swans. Spence couldn't take the mark. Big punch forward. Melvu. Here's a dance for Mulder. Good dancing skates. Again, McKay. Bailey Scott. What can he do? His kick went to Sam Marnie. Marnie now. Thumping kick inside the forward 50. Big pack around this one. Gee, everyone's throwing the kitchen sink now. Scott goes inbound. Wispy's got it. Middle of the ground. Wispy now. Winds up. What can he do? He's going to kick inside the forward 50. He couldn't take the mark with Stephen. Jacob, Stephen. Here's a chance again for the Swans. Oh, it's a high tackle.
Yep.
It's a free kick to Alvie.
It was there.
A free kick to the Swans. They're going to milk some time out of this one now.
I reckon that's it, boys. I reckon they'll just happy to chew up another minute and then that'll be it.
25 minutes gone. Stevens, who made his senior debut in the qualifying final. Permazel.
Oh!
Dances away from Stephen. And
no,
he's going to be caught. running too far, is he?
No,
downfield.
That is soft as butter.
What was it for?
No, just a little. So he only just bumped it, but it's only softly.
Dare goes short and finds Oscar Barrow. He's had a wonderful year. CDFNL Live, halfbacker of the year. He's going to go backwards to Link there. He's been my Peter Featherston man today for the Swans.
Go him or Jacobs, I reckon. Jacobs has been phenomenal in the bench.
There'll be another bald-headed player, no doubt, as Dare winds up, kicks the centre half forward. Spence couldn't take the mark. Chance in now for Roosevelt. It was going to be knocked out of bounds, or was a Riddell. Boundary throwing. 26 minutes gone in this KFC Colac last quarter. It's 5 o'clock, boys.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
It's almost Pete Mulheron's bedtime.
That's my bedtime.
No wonder you've got a bit quiet.
in the morning?
Yeah, I do.
Jeepers.
I might be late.
So we had the celebrations tonight, I would imagine.
Boundary throwing. Couldn't be that much longer to go.
This has been a wonderful arm wrestle between those two clubs.
Imps have thrown the kitchen sink, but the Swans have been ultimately too strong. They had a little bit of a lapse in the middle of the year, Alvie, but their second half of the season, you couldn't fault them.
You wrote them off. Everyone wrote them off.
Except one man, and he sits with the binoculars and he's calling right now. I was an Alvie believer. I haven't been for a while, but I've been an Alvie believer in 2025.
Here we go. Last roll of dice. Bailey Scott.
Scott's got it at half-back in 27 minutes. This has been a long quarter. Goes in short. Hickey's going to grab it. The double H. He's tackled without it. And Haydos Hickey's going to get the free kick on the wing. I think everyone now knows the writing's on the wall.
This has been a professional performance from Alvie, considering they kicked the first 4 goals, and every time the Imps have tried to fall back, they've just taken time.
And there's the siren. Vindication is finally here for the Swans.
What a
After 4 minor premierships, a premiership a couple of years ago, they finally got their second flag to finally put this era into an Alvie dynasty. Well done to Dom Dare and Shane Quick. They are the premiers for season 2025.
Yeah.
Absolute relief for Alvie there at the final siren, because Imps were brave. They were coming in that second half, and they just couldn't find an avenue to goal, could they? No, it was a fantastic effort for both sides out there today. You feel like Imps got off to a bit of a nervous start, didn't they? They were a bit fumbly early in the game.
4 goals to nothing. It's cost them. Hasn't it cost them the grand final?
Yeah, but look, they're a young side. There's going to be a bit of an era around this inside, especially with the 2 Scott boys there. They led from the front today, and they were fantastic. But Lincoln Dare in the ruck, he just controlled that game for the majority of the game. I think the hit-outs will be enormously in favour of Alvie. Will Jacobs down back, I thought was fantastic.
Brilliant all day.
Look, Alvie couldn't get an easy avenue to goal either. O'Donnell, I thought, was outstanding on Dom Dare. O'Shannessy just played a typical O'Shannessy game. He never gets beaten. He had Jesse Williamson to contend with, and he managed to keep him quiet for majority of the day. The midfield, probably 50-50 on the day around that midfield, besides Bailey's, when Bailey was in at that centre square, he was clearly the dominant player. But, just an outstanding effort from both teams, and a great finish to a great season.
Yeah, it's pretty fitting, though. Like, you have these two sides played some absolute cracking games of footy throughout the course of the entire year, and it's pretty fitting that these two sides got within 10 points, and then 8 points, the closest grand final since 2012. And it's actually pretty fitting that this rivalry, we've had 4 cracking games of footy, and Alvie, they deserve to be premiers this year. They've given everything that they've been through, particularly in the middle part of the year, and everyone started down them a little bit. But then, when we saw them after the bye against South Colac, they got their best footy back on the park, and that's exactly what happened. Look, today, Strawn didn't have a good game. Dom Dare didn't have the best of games. It was just a great effort from outside players like Permazel. He's turned it on an absolute gun. Liam Boulder played a ripping game. He's had a great season, so it's just a fantastic effort, and I think they deserve this premiership more than anything else.
Yeah, they do. Look, we all talk doom and gloom, and I was guilty of it as well when we've seen Levi Dare leave to go back to Hamilton, and
Will Pullen.
Yeah, Will Pullen, Sam Vale.
Chris Morland.
Jay Mooney.
They
lost a lot.
They lost a lot out of that team from last year.
I still reckon coming in, and we talked about it a lot, and I still reckon sometimes when you have an overspat of star players, it can become, I don't know, I just felt like they had that inner, they kept a lot of good players. Their spine was still there. Lincoln Dare could go in the ruck. And I felt at times that Lincoln in the ruck just gave him a little bit more speed in the ruck. As good as Levi was, and he was a wonderful player, probably one of the best players that have come to our league, but it just made their midfield a lot faster. And I remember seeing him against Imps that day on Good Friday. I thought, there's something different about him this year.
Yeah.
And then they had that little lapse in the middle. We saw him play Birregurra and they got creamed that day, but Link didn't play.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, he's the
key.
He's the key. And I remember I did a top 6 of players that are going to be the crucial players of the final series or their Premiership aspirations. And I had him there because I just knew without him they couldn't win it. But with him, he was a monster today. They were the 2 best ruckmen for the year, and he gave Brodie Stevens an absolute bath.
Yeah, he did.
All across the ground today.
Yeah, look, we've seen Brodie work his way into the game as they go on. He's sort of a slow starter, but he wasn't able to really have any big influence on the game at all today. That Lincoln just controlled those centre bounces, and then he moves around the ground. He provides a target. He's a good mark. He's their kick-in target, as most ruckmen are, but he's strong in the air. He doesn't get out-marked very often, but the development on the Mulder boys, the Monaghan boys, Barrow throughout the year, they had some of those young blokes that have really stepped up throughout the year and really filled the void of the players that left after last year.
Yeah, so, and look, flipping the other side of the coin, the Colac Imperials have had an unbelievable season. I mean, everyone pretty much ripped them off. They lost the last game of the season by 50-odd points to Lord. They lost the first 3 games of the season, and everybody thought, this is going to be a long year for them. But they picked themselves up.
Absolutely.
They won 14 in a row. They come a draw. They finished on top. They weren't disgraced in the second semi, and then the last quarter against Lawn last week, their future looks pretty bright, that's for sure. But
what they've been able to do is to set up a game plan that suits the players on their list.
Yeah.
You know, we look at them and think, there's just such a lack of height there. But even again today, they were coming like a train, weren't they?
I still reckon you had Callum Spence back in that side next year.
Yeah.
And
Schroeder was the one that they couldn't afford to lose him.
Spence, as a marking key forward, he's going to be a big, big difference to this side, potentially being back here next year.
So a forward that can take a mark. He only had to contribute 2 goals today, and it changes the result. You know, so Ethan Schroeder, we've seen kick a 5-goal bag one of the broadcast game. You know, if they had had him, that they could play in a key position, and even though Shaughnessy could go forward. But I thought just after half time, when Bailey Scott threw himself forward, he created havoc down there, didn't he?
41 for the day.
Yeah,
he could win the medal.
We've had some pretty good performances from players that haven't won the flag. Dave Miranda's in 2016 killed it, didn't win it, the best on ground. Jacob Stannard, a couple of years ago for Illawarra back against South Colac, killed it. But yeah, Bailey Scott's played a wonderful game. We're very interested to see what the umpires do. We've seen one of the greatest players of all time win a Norm Smith medal on a losing side, Chris Judd, but also Gary Ablett Senior.
Maurice Rioli.
Yeah, exactly. So it does happen.
Yeah, it does happen.
Is a different voting system. It is the umpires that do it today, but it'll be really interesting. But I reckon it's linked there.
I think it's linked. Yeah,
look, I mean, if they announce any of those 3 players, it'd
be worthy.
Yeah, worthy winners.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it has been a game where we had a couple of really standout performances on both sides, didn't we? So sometimes a grand final, it can be such an even performance, it's hard to pick out who the dominant players are. But I think we had clear dominant players, and I thought Campbell Scott,
he was super.
This was his best game I've seen him play for a couple of years.
kicks, 4 handballs, 5 marks on the step.
And he moved around very well.
He did.
It's the best. You're right, Drew. Best I've seen him move.
He just looks so dangerous. You know, you see when he hits the ball at high speed, it reminds you of Bailey. Similar mover, isn't he? But but I thought he was...
One play for Alvie. Lockie Mulder has been heavily tagged a lot because of how dangerous he is, but his bro, Liam, the final series, and he's so far in the home and away season, patches, but he's had a wonderful final series, Liam, and again today, he was just outstanding.
He was.
Lockie's getting that tag, and even though when Lockie gets the ball, he uses it well, but Liam, sensational for the Swans. They made a couple of controversial selection calls, I thought. I don't think it really worked. Well, they've won the flag, but Strawny really didn't do much today. I was sort of looking for some brilliance from him. But it
was interesting that
Regan Monahan, I tell you what, there's a talk about an unsung hero. He was super today.
Well, both the Monahan boys were terrific, I thought. And both have had good final series as well. Look, every now and then they take a risk with their kicking, but I mean, sometimes you've got to roll the dice to win a game of footy, and I thought both those boys have been terrific over the final series. And getting back to Strawn's selection, the interesting part for me was that Cunningham went straight to Strawn to tag.
Yeah.
So straight away that let Mulder, we've seen the Cunningham-Mulder battle for the last 2 or 3 times that these two teams have played. So, when he went to Strawn, I thought that maybe given Mulder a little bit of relief, I suppose.
Just in the GFL, St Mary's have knocked off Colac, so the Tigers, after winning their first qualifying final, looking like maybe they might make a GFL GF, but St Mary's and St Joseph's will play in the GFL Grand Final on Friday.
I tell you what, that is going to be a classic, because I watched those two sides play back in June. It was probably the best game of local footy.
Carlton and Collingwood, the two teams that don't like each other.
Yep. Benny Bosley, who's a Birregurra Premiership player, coach actually, in fact, back-to-back Premier coach at St Mary's, so he'd be up and about, and he did tell me that they were going to win during the week. There was no if, buts or maybes. It was, we'll win, Maxie.
Yeah, win that one.
So he's proven right, Maxie?
Yeah, he has. He was not wrong at all. So Alvie now going to the medal podium now, so presentations, and the master of ceremony, Paul Listro, I'm giving a big 3 votes to today. Has been in unbelievable form, the old Listro.
Yeah,
and this will be pretty tough because we know part of his heart still relies at the Colac Imperials. He was the coach from a couple of years ago.
Alvie haven't been in a rush to get to the presentations. They've been standing in the same spot for the last 5 minutes.
I think they're just a bit relieved and stunned because, if you had 10 minutes into that last quarter, I thought they were going to get run over.
So, Maxie, do you want me to do stats for each?
Yeah, let's do them. AJ, that's the best way to do it, I reckon.
This is probably the best weather we've had for the entire day.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's turned. The wind sort of dropped a little bit. The game underway at the MCG very shortly between Collingwood and Brisbane. The winner to take on Geelong next Saturday at the MCG.
I think Collingwood wins
I reckon Brisbane.
Yeah, Brisbane are a huge chance, particularly if Brisbane
I feel like we'll knock Brisbane off. I don't know about Collingwood.
It's interesting to see Brisbane do, because Lockie Neal might come back.
Geez, that'd be damaging for you, Max. You'll never get over
the week.
The thing is, though, Pete, in my back pocket, I have a flag against Collingwood, so the 2 would be just great with the great cream on top of that cake.
All right, let's get into the presentations. Paul Listro's done a good job. He's filling in for Lippy today. Let's chuck you down there to the presentations.
The game that we experienced here today, the 2 best sides that come face to face at the end of the year, and the game lived up to all expectations. It was tough, it was hard, it was contested, and really went all the way down to the end of the game. So credit to both sides. You've both had a fantastic year, and today it was Alvie's day. They were too strong and came out winners in the end. So congratulations to the Alvie footy club. Incredibly well done. Today, I'd like to invite Brian McClure to come up to receive the umpires medals on behalf of the group. And if we could give the umpires a round of applause for a fantastic season and a fantastic game today as well. I'd like to invite Jody Bertrand up onto the stand here to present the Pete Featherston Best on Ground medal, which today goes to Alvie's Lincoln Dare.
And he was absolutely superb, AJ, to cap off a magnificent season for him.
16 kicks, 8 handballs, 6 marks, 68 hit-outs.
68.
Second behind James Hughes last year.
I told you, he gave Brodie Stevens a bath today.
68
Absolute football lesson. He did the same thing to Jack Skinner a couple of years ago too.
Before we get to the presentation of players' medals, I'd just like to take a second to invite Bailey Scott to say a few words.
Of course, he's had an unbelievable season. He did everything he possibly can to get his side over the line.
How well did he speak at the league vote count the other night?
All right, let's listen to him now.
First of all, to everyone behind the scenes for the league, thank you for another you guys.
Oh,
Thank you. To the Alvie boys, congratulations. You're here every single year, whether it's prelims, grand finals, it's just right as in. So, congratulations, enjoy it. Wish it was us, but it obviously can't be. You were better on the day, so congratulations. To our boys, learn a lot. Let's stick together. If you want a lesson on sticking together and just putting the work in, year in, year out, look at these boys. So, stick together, let's enjoy our night. Hell of a season coming from 6. Well done. Thank you to the umpires for today and the whole year. And congratulations to our A-grade girls. Well done.
Hopefully we can hear from one of them very, very shortly, of course, as well. They ended 11-year Premiership drought today.
Just like to invite Noel Parker up to the stage to present Premiership medals to the Alvie people.
Blondie Parker making his way up onto the dais to present the medals.
Hey!
He
almost went, Pete, didn't he?
Nearly did a...
Who was it that fell off the podium?
That was Frank Lowy back in the A-League Grand Final when the Melbourne Victory won. I think it was 10 years ago.
Yeah. So it's got his grandsons out there playing, the two Monaghan boys.
Sam Marnie's had a terrific year, AJ.
12 kicks, 2 handballs, 1 mark on the Stefcom stat sheet, 14 disposals.
He was good today.
Will Jacobs, sensational, 9 kicks, 1 handball and 6 marks on the Stefcom stat sheet.
Yeah, he's a superstar.
2 great finals.
3 great finals.
3 great finals.
Hayden Osicki, 4 kicks, 1 handball, no marks, 5 disposals, but was an important presence down in defence.
Just does his role.
Yep.
Number 7 in the box is Luke Moralia.
Luke Moralia, 2 kicks, 3 handballs, no marks, 5 disposals on the Stefcom stat sheet.
He's an underrated winger. He just stays on the wing the whole day.
Yep.
Oscar Barrow, 6 kicks, 7 handballs and 4 marks, 13 disposals on the Stefcom stat sheet.
Good day against
He had a ripping year.
Liam Mulder, 6 kicks, 4 handballs, no marks, 10 disposals on the Stefcom stat sheet.
Kicked a big goal in the third quarter.
Yeah, an important goal.
Number 11, Amon Spence.
3 kicks, no handballs and a couple of marks on the Stefcom stat sheet for Amon.
Had a couple of opportunities, he just couldn't quite capitalise, but presented well.
Number 12, Andre Di Lorenzo.
5 kicks, 3 handballs and 2 marks on the Stefcom stat sheet, 8 disposals.
Yeah, just the veteran, just gets his hand in, doesn't he?
Number 14, Angus Permazel.
4 kicks, 3 handballs and 1 mark, 7 disposals on the Stefcom stat sheet.
He has turned into a ripping defender.
He has, and had a good final series.
3 kicks, 4 handballs, 1 mark, 7 disposals on the Stefcom stat sheet.
A couple of important plays he was involved in as well. There was one who set up a goal.
8 kicks, 5 handballs and 3 marks, 13 disposals on the Stefcom stat sheet.
He went off injured late in the game.
He did, and I thought he was important early.
He's got 6 months to get over it.
Yeah.
7 kicks, 1 handball, 2 marks, 8 disposals on the Stefcom stat sheet.
2 medals in the base of 12 months. Of course, he was best on ground in the grand final in the reserves.
He's had a good
last year.
season in the semis.
8 kicks, no handballs, 4 marks, 8 disposals on the Stefcom stat sheet for Jensen Monahan.
Yeah, of course, umpire turned Alvie Premiership player.
Yeah.
Lincoln Dare.
Yeah, our Peter Featherston medalist, 16 kicks, 8 handballs, 6 marks, 24 disposals and 68 hitouts on the Stefcom stat sheet.
Number 31, Jesse Williams.
11 kicks, 5 handballs, 4 marks, 16 disposals. Very important, Pete.
He was an almost final series where he kicked a few points in over the final series.
Lockie Rose.
16 kicks, 1 handball, 1 mark, 17 disposals. That penetrating right foot.
He's overcome a lot in the last 12 months,
Regan Monahan, 6 kicks, 5 handballs, 3 marks, 11 disposals on the Stefcom stat sheet. Played a ripping role today.
He did.
Number 38, Will Riddell.
Will Riddell finished with 7 kicks, 5 handballs, no marks, 12 disposals on the Stefcom stat
And
sheet.
he hit
2 goals.
Yeah, hit the scoreboard early too.
Only multiple goal kick for Alvie. Glenn Strawn.
8 kicks, 3 handballs, 2 marks, 11 disposals on the Stefcom stat sheet.
Yeah, probably had a quiet day, but
Number 48, Callum Stevens.
1 kick, 3 handballs, no marks. Came in late in the season, 4 disposals on the Stefcom stat sheet. He's a premiership player.
yeah, he is.
Lockie Mulder.
Lockie Mulder, 11 kicks, 4 handballs, 2 marks, 15 disposals on the Step Cup stat sheet. And Dom Dare finished the day with 5 kicks, no handballs, 1 mark, 5 disposals. Tough day at the office, but played an important role.
Lockie Mulder's last quarter was so important with the game that needed a cool head. He managed to stood tall.
And he just puts his head over the ball.
Yeah.
He does the hard things. He tackles the Shepherds, that type of thing.
Everywhere he goes, Shane Quick. He always wins the premiership.
He does. And then they win premierships as well when he leaves too. What's Naranda on there? 15th in a row?
4th.
Yeah, firstly, Bailey and the Inns boys, fantastic effort. I think we had 4 great contests all year, so be proud of yourself, and I'm sure we'll have some really red hot games in the future, so well done, enjoy the weekend. To the officials, thank you. We do realise our game doesn't go without you, so thanks to Wilbur and Dougie and all the umpires. To the league, fantastic, doing really well, so well done. To the Alvie guys, proud of you all. Let's go and have a drink.
A drink or 10, I reckon.
Yeah.
And the B grader's got up, so God help us.
that could be an interesting become Mad Monday, I reckon.
Yeah, it could be.
So, Premiership Cup about to be lifted. The Swans. There it is. Shane Quick. And he's pretty pumped up too, and understandably so. And here they come as the Swans stay on the Premiership dais once again. And what a team they are. That's an incredible performance. Their 14th Premiership, and they drawn lawn head or shoulders above the rest.
So him making their way off the ground. I think those boys stick together. The success is not far around the corner for them under the Bailey's leadership.
Yeah, indeed it is. As the Imps leave.
History suggests, though, Pete, that
I know,
sides don't, because I reckon they walked off the ground 2 years ago, and people go and they move away from work and all that, but history suggests that, it's hard to get back here, not only to win another one, look at Lorne, but to come back and try and redemption as well.
To keep the group together.
But they are young.
Yeah,
I guess it's a different sort of space. You might have a couple of players that might throw the pin out and go, nah, I'm done. But then also you might get that hunger.
Yep.
South Colac, they're the perfect example. How long did they take?
Yep.
Losing grand finals, losing prelims, and they finally got that flag.
No.
So as the Imps bleed the playing arena and the celebrations kickstart for Alvie. We'll take a break here. Back with plenty more from the Central Reserve. The last RSL post-game show for season 2025. The Swans are premiers for the 14th time. They're second in 3 seasons. But the Cats, there's some good news though. They ended an 11-year A-grade netball premiership drought. Stick with us. We'll take a break. Back with more after this.
On Mix FM.